Hello, everyone,
Hey, everybody.
and welcome to episode 2 of the Pixel Pub podcast. My name is Andy. Who's here to my right?
I'm Josh.
Who's here across from me?
I'm Kathy.
Who's to my left?
Shelby.
Damn right. So, it's episode 2 for April 13th, 2019. It probably won't go up on the 13th. It'll probably go up on the 14th, but we will see. It's been about a month since we did the last one. Mm-hmm. How'd y'all feel about it?
That's pretty good.
Did y'all give it a listen?
I didn't listen to it.
I did. I had listened to it a lot.
I don't like hearing my voice, so
You know,
I'll never listen to them.
I lived it, so I didn't listen to it.
Well, I listened to it a lot because I was like, I gotta critique my shit.
I listened to it. I pimped the shit out of it.
It has, what, up to 66 views as of this morning? I saw.
Yeah.
On YouTube, but I haven't checked SoundCloud.
SoundCloud is like 24. Fuck SoundCloud.
Well, well, thank you to those views.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you, listeners.
So, if you caught us last time, pretty much saying mostly the same format except for the getting to know you phase. We're past the fucking honeymoon. It's time to talk about some shit for real. Real ass games, real ass people. That's what we should have called
This is
the
the
fucking
third
podcast.
date we're ready to fuck.
Yes.
The third day?
You fuck after the third date, right? It's like 3 days and then you're fucking.
But we're only on the second date.
Oh,
There's a 3 in the thing here somewhere. 13th. There it is.
I'm trying to skip right to the fucking.
damn it. I mean, I tried to do that with you too.
So what are we...
What the fuck?
In case you don't know, it's two couples
Screeching
here.
halt. Just
Two
screeching halt. Shelby ain't started drinking yet.
Married folk.
Sorry. I'm coming in hot. I have fiery red hair and I have a new personality.
It's true. She does got that red hair now.
Yes. It's
We don't know her anymore.
She was hearing people scream earlier. It was weird.
I know. I'm hearing things.
So what's everyone been up to before we get into the meat and potatoes? I know that we've haven't seen each other in a while. Where we been at? Josh, you've been somewhere.
Yeah, I was down in good old smelly. No, I'm just kidding. I was in New Orleans.
No offense to our New Orleans listeners out there. Awesome.
It only smells on Bourbon Street, so everywhere else is nice. But
Yeah.
Bourbon Street at night, you see some very interesting things. And
I heard there were penises.
there was a couple penises from people not wearing.
I just thought it was one.
No,
Man.
it was a group of dudes. There was no boobs. I was very disappointed because I was always grown up and taught that boobs were down in New Orleans.
That's only in Mardi Gras, and that's if they want beads. If you had beads around your hand and you showed them, they would have flashed your titties.
You could do that at the strip in Myrtle Beach too on spring break. I
Well,
love that.
There were no boobies. I saw someone get arrested.
That's exciting.
Lots of people sleeping on the streets, just like, you know what, I'm sleeping right here.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was an interesting experience.
What about your plane?
I've had the first plane ever diverted, or not diverted, but grounded for 30 extra minutes because some random person wanted to take a dump as soon as they got on the plane.
Sound like it was an emergency.
Well, maybe they should have emergency outside the plane first. This thing was rancid. It was not great. And the flight.
How big was the plane?
The plane was it held maybe 30 of us all together. So
Okay.
like
That's a
two.
small plane.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
small ass like.
So
it was
you
small.
got on the plane and it smelled? Or?
So we were getting on, and this person obviously boarded first because they were like, "Yeah, I'm getting on here and I'm dumping away." And you could start smelling it at first, and you're like, "Man, maybe there's something weird in this plane. It's just a weird smell."
Like, y'all are leaking something.
Yeah.
Can you get this checked out, please?
So this was Charlotte Airport, by the way, and our our flight attendant gets to the back as she's doing her pre-flight check, and she goes, "Oh, hell no." And we were like, we kind of like agreed, like, "Thank you for saving us." And she was like, "Yeah, I'm calling in the crew to get this fixed." And as she's walking in the way, the lady that's in there gets out.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
And she's the one that sits behind me, and I knew the flight attendant saw her get out, and it was on at that point. So they called the cleanup crew to come and like pump out the plane, and they had like some poor lady come in with like gloves on and a mask to make sure.
A mask?
Yes.
Damn.
This
It's what they
shit-
called the hazmat crew.
It was really, really bad. Long story short, this flight attendant was having the end of her day. Like, she was like, "This is my last flight. I'm going home." And she shamed the shit out of the lady in the back. She's like, I've been on many a flight, and I've never smelled something quite like that. And
Poor lady.
It was just like, it was.
It probably was an
interesting.
emergency.
Yeah, but I feel like even if it was an emergency, you should feel something starting to come on, like while you're sitting there in the airport.
I've had one bad
They sneak
situation.
up on you.
Oh, I remember
Yeah,
that.
well, she, this one definitely snuck up. I think we smelled about 3 weeks of worth of food coming out of her.
Ooh.
It was not great, and it grounded us for 30 minutes. So not only that, it took us out of our order. So
I
other
think I've been
planes,
grounded longer for poop.
yeah,
So I can't move. I'm done.
it was an interesting experience. So that was the, I don't fly often. I haven't flown for 13 years, so this was a new experience where it was like, well, we got grounded because someone decided to shit on a plane and stink up the place. But it was kind of funny.
Last time me and Kathy were on a plane, a child pissed in the seat.
Oh yeah, right behind us.
Yeah, 'cause they were, they land. We can't move. You can't move for a while. And this lady's like, my kid really has to pee. Flight attendant's like, no, you have to stay seated.
Yep.
You have to stay seated.
Yep.
My child really has to pee. No, you have to stay seated. It's like, no, really. And it was like, oh, great, thanks. It's over with now. Just pee on the
That's
seat.
true. We actually saw a lot of kid pee that day.
Yeah, we got to the airport and like this is probably a different trip because we
No,
were,
it was the same.
but I mean
trip.
forward or back because we went to Chicago and we were in the airport again and we were like getting food waiting for our flight and we look over and there's like this mom with 2 kids and they're sitting in these plastic seats, airport seats, like at a table, and you just see
See the pee.
the pee like a waterfall coming
God.
off the back
Good
of the.
grief.
Like, man, what kind of trip is this? All this
Yeah.
pee.
I thought I was gonna die on my way into New Orleans because we flew in through a storm, and
Oh, was there turbulence? I
it
love
was
turbulence.
oh no,
That sounds
this,
scary.
This was more than just turbulence. This was like
Death rattle.
Yeah, there were a couple times where it was like, is this gonna stop? Like we dropped a couple thousand feet. And it was at that point where, like, you're looking out the windows and all you see is, like, you're seeing clouds. And you see, like, the blinking of the lights from the plane. And you're just like, I can't enjoy the Bumblebee movie. I look over to the guy to my left, and he looks like he's confirming my fears. Like, he's looking over at me like, oh, God, like, this is rough. But we land, and then my coworker was like, it's not that bad. You're like, you slept the whole time, motherfucker. Like, it was an interesting experience. But overall, I'll go back to New Orleans. I don't know if I'll fly.
I'll go
there.
with you next time.
Yeah. So, I had the world famous beignets from Cafe Du Monde.
Aren't they just donuts?
Pretty much just donuts
They're
with,
just puff
with powdered
pastries
sugar.
with powdered sugar.
And
Fancy ass names.
yeah, couple shrimp po' boys.
Nice.
That sounds yummy.
Yeah.
That does sound good.
I was very disappointed the second time around though. The first time they had like an actual sauce on it. This time it was just like dry ass bread, lettuce and tomato and shrimp.
Depends on the chef.
Yeah, well, that chef sucked. Talking to you, Coop's Place. Calling you out.
Wow.
You and your fat Travis from We the Kings.
Jeez.
Just kidding.
Just savage.
But yeah.
So that was
Overall.
last weekend. Josh going down to Louisiana. What was it?
Louisiana.
Weekend before that was playthrough.
Yep.
Playthrough 2019, which for people who don't know is it's a gaming convention that is just in North Carolina. And I might be mistaken. It is all gaming, none of that other nerd shit y'all might like. It's just video games.
They sell video games.
They sell video games. They
Play
sell
video games.
video
They
game
got board
merchandise.
games.
They got board games.
video
Board
games.
games, escape room.
They got presentations you can watch, which I don't sign up for.
We have to do that next year.
Yeah, I'll
Pixel
sign up.
podcast.
So here's why your favorite game sucks.
Pixel Pub podcast. The gang goes to a convention.
Yep.
But we all went. Me and Kathy put up a video about it
We did.
last Monday, so check that out. Just Google Kathy Plays Classics. You'll find it. It's
Link
the
will
latest
be in
video
the
that's up.
description if you're on YouTube. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
There will be a link. Played a lot of consoles that didn't come out over here. That's what we mainly played. Stuff like the MSX and the PC Engine.
Yeah, those were pretty interesting. I
Yeah,
got the high score
lot of
on
new
one of
stuff.
those. I wonder if it stayed.
that shit probably got wiped. I wonder
God
whose
damn
stuff
it.
that was, because they just had a lot of really old systems hooked up to basically like actual television monitors, like the stuff you'd see in a television studio, which is the stuff I always heard is best for playing old consoles like that.
Oh, that's what those are. That's why they looked weird.
Yeah, they were once probably in a television studio before
Damn.
flat screens and high def and all this other stuff. But the other things to get if you want to play your old consoles looking sweet as shit, and they look pretty good.
They did.
We also put up a gaming hall video. Check it out, Kathy Plays Classics. It's some of the stuff we got out there.
I
Kathy,
mean, that was my favorite part.
yeah,
It was
tell
just
us about
like
your experience. What'd you
shopping.
What'd you do out here?
Well, I felt like I was so overwhelmed. I mean, I was around all of my favorite things in one place, and so I just looked and looked and looked. I got a Moogle. I'm so really happy. I was happy about my little stuffed Moogle. And I bought some games. The most important one to note is I got a copy of Earthbound.
Earthbound on the SNES, which we will talk about in a minute. Yeah, how'd y'all end up liking it?
It was good.
Did the same thing I always do.
She
Find the rock band area
Play Rock
and
Band.
play rock band. Mostly sing.
I play bass.
And Kathy plays bass.
I played drums
And
once.
plays drums.
It
I
felt
played the drums.
It felt a little smaller this year. I don't know. Maybe
I feel like
because
either there
opened-
was less people there or they
They opened up
it
the room bigger because the
That's
rock
what it
band
was.
the rock band set was exactly where it was last year.
Okay.
But they had a wall up last
That's
year.
where I was. Okay, I was trying to figure that out.
It was more spread out.
Yeah.
Probably the same amount of people. Probably the same amount of stuff.
Okay.
And I felt like there was more game vendors last
Well,
year, but it could be
I think you're wrong.
rose tinted glasses maybe. I don't know. But they had tournaments and stuff you could sign up for. We signed up for a Mario Kart tournament last year,
That was last year, yeah.
which I won. I won't hear otherwise.
I cosplayed, which was cool.
Yeah.
Kathy went as Futaba
Futaba.
from
Yeah.
Persona 5, which we will also talk about in a bit. I went as a hot dog because who the fuck doesn't like a hot dog?
Yeah, hot dogs are real popular.
Riddle me this.
I went as the human version of Twitch, which
Yeah.
basically was my Twitch sweatshirt and a purple wig.
It was perfect.
And you had about 4 or 5 people asking, you stream?
Yeah,
You stream?
I
You
did.
Stream, bro?
You stream, bro?
I was like, yeah, and I even got this tumbler from a vendor that is in Twitch font. It says "Basic Bitch," and I love it.
It's
Yeah,
perfect
it's,
for her.
it's in the video as well. I got a good shot of that. I was proud of. But that was fun. Not many gaming conventions come around here
Yeah.
to around these parts where we live at. Next up is what, GalaxyCon?
Yeah,
And that's the
where the celebrities
celebration.
are.
That's
From
Yeah.
July 25th to 28th because
And-
I'm buying tickets for right now.
And we're all
Damn.
cosplaying, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And
I love cosplaying.
Josh finally decided on a cosplay.
I know. Now, whether I'm going to get it done or not, that's the question. Because it is quite the the feat
Quite
coming up.
ambitious, yes.
But we'll see.
Who are you gonna?
Stay tuned for
Did
that.
you decide who you wanted to be?
I have not decided.
That Futaba was pretty good.
Yeah, the Futaba was
It
really
is.
good. We just gotta fix your wig, and it'll be like spot on. Like people picked you out.
Well, hearing what you were thinking about doing, I was like, well, I should go as Futaba because then we'll make more sense together.
Yeah.
And then, but I've always wanted to cosplay as Lucina from Fire Emblem too. So
You can do that too. I just want to do something easy this year.
yeah,
Something not as big and extravagant as my fucking ball gown last year.
it was awesome though.
I'm basically going as complicated as possible.
Yeah.
I'm going to be so fucking
You're
proud.
gonna be sweating.
I'm just gonna be on in her school uniform. And actually, they sell like the school bags that look just like the Persona school bags that I'm gonna buy and just have it like use it as my purse.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, that's the easiest shit. What about you, Andrew? You gonna cosplay? You gonna be a hot dog?
Think about being a
Hamburger.
cat man. Yeah, get a bunch of cardboard.
That actually would be pretty cool.
Morgana.
Yep.
Just be the box. I am the
The
box.
We're going to Mementos, people. Let's go.
Mementos. Josh hasn't gotten that far.
He'll get there. So, a little niceties out of the way. What y'all say we talk about some games?
Okay.
Let's
So,
do it.
I heard you like video games.
Heard, yo, dog. I heard you like video games. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay. So, I'll start out here. Guess what I've been playing? Take one big fat fucking guess.
Probably Kingdom Hearts.
It's probably
that
been Kingdom
Josh
Hearts.
and I have beaten now. I had not beaten it last podcast. I have beaten it now. You're still playing.
You know what? That game gets real fucking weird. And
does.
it takes a moment to sit back and what just happened. I did play about 30 minutes today before we came over here, and I don't really care about spoilers because I don't know what the fuck's going on, and if it spoils somebody, then I didn't know because I don't know what the hell's going on. But I'm fighting a bunch of dudes in a maze.
Oh, okay, I know it. You're almost done.
And I fought a dude, and Kathy watched me play it. And it was the guy with the pink hair
Okay.
and the scythe or the whatever it is.
Yes.
And all he does is knock you up in the air,
Mm-hmm.
hit you, knock you up again, hit you again. And I'm like, I can't move. Like, just put the controller down, I guess. And wait for Mickey to heal me because I was like, man, fuck this. But
Yeah, relentless.
that's about where I stopped. I beat that battle and I got to another save point. I was like, okay. But I have been recording basically the closing moments of that game and how
Yeah.
I'm feeling about it. And if you really want to know what's going through my head while I'm watching that shit play out.
I like your reaction when Donald does the thing. You're like, what the fuck just happened?
I freaked out when the Keyblade wave came in and you start riding like a surfboard. I'm like, okay,
Oh yeah.
what is going on? But that game continues to baffle me. I actually had a talk with a friend of mine last weekend. We had some friends over and he had played it. He played all of them. He played like the
DS games?
Yeah, the DS games, the PSP games, all of them.
Damn.
He's a big Kingdom Hearts fan, but even he's like, it makes no goddamn sense. Like he's like, yep, no idea. He couldn't tell me what was happening. But he told me I was close because I was just like,
Yeah, you're close.
I was like, dude, I don't know what's going on. Like, I went inside this Heartless tornado and the dude from Bastion was there and he said, you need some help? I'm like, who the fuck are you? And that was it. It's like, that's all he said. Just this new guy just shows up. Okay.
Hey, never mind. He's from one of the, like, DS background story games.
Well, they need... You know what that game needs? I probably said it last time, but I'll say it again. They need, when a new character pops up or when they say the name of somebody, like a triangle button at the bottom. You just hit it and it pulls up like a Wikipedia entry. Like, here's who this person is. Like, they first appeared in 2002. But, I don't know. Battle's still fun. Battling is still fun, except for that pink-haired guy. So, that's all I got to say about Kingdom Hearts. Until I beat it, then I'll probably rant about how stupid that is, too. But,
You rage quitting in any other games?
I wouldn't call what I did with a Sekiro Shadows Die Twice rage quitting. Because I wasn't really angry, but I knew that I'd hit rock bottom because I was out of everything.
Oh, no.
I was out of money and out of experience points. I was like, well, let me just stop this. And
You
when
expected that to happen.
yeah, I knew that was going to happen. But let me just, I need to give this game my undivided attention because, but I think I'm really going to like it if I can get past the difficulty,
The game steals your soul.
which might be hard. I'm still very early on, still at the Hamada estate. And it is the spearman, the white spearman,
Yeah, Josh is
infamous
familiar
spearman.
with him.
Yeah.
Who is kicking my ass currently.
What makes
Right.
it so hard?
He's just really hard. You have to kill him twice. Shadows die twice.
So it plays entirely different from the other From Software games.
It does.
So everything you know about playing is entirely different, and you need to rely more on blocking. So it took me about 10 or 12 hours to like finally get in the groove where I'm like, okay, I need to block every attack and dodge out of red when it comes above your head.
And you have to pay attention. There's a meter for each enemy, posture meter. There's a posture meter for you too.
Yeah.
And if you can get them their posture meter full, you can do a one-hit kill attack, and you just have to.
And your posture
Monitor
meter
that.
actually goes down
Yep.
the longer you hold block.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually, like I said, it's total opposite of Demon Souls or anything of that sort. I have beaten the first boss, and I have gotten to the area. I've gotten past the Firebowl, who's a fucking cunt. Sorry, I'm trying not to say that word as much this time around. And then, so
your
I'm
favorite
at the
word?
area where you break off into 3 branches. So now I'm beating the shit out of some monks. And that's what I'm doing. I haven't played it since before I left, though, so I'm probably going to come back and be like, shit.
My favorite thing about it is, so far early on, is that unlike Dark Souls, where you pretty much have to go toe to toe with each enemy that you see, like this, you lock eyes, and pull out your sword, and you fight, and you roll, and you get out of the way, all that stuff. In Sekiro, you can do a lot of stealth kills. So that's that was fun for me in that very first area. Was just staying up on the rooftops, watching the guy's little route, and then just jumping off the roof and stabbing him in the neck, and get back on the roof and wait for the next one. That's how I was like, man, this game's easy. I got this.
Did you kill the caged ogre yet?
No, I saw him and I was like, I think I'm just gonna keep going forward.
Yeah, he's a bitch.
But yeah, the spearman who has a name, I don't know his name. Spearman.
Spearman.
He's an asshole, and there's skills that you learn in this game where they're not really passive abilities. They're stuff that you learn that you can. They're maneuvers you can do, like in a fighting game almost. And there's a specific maneuver that you can get to deal with the spearman that I did not buy.
Oh.
So. Yep, I didn't know it. I didn't fight spearman at the time. I'm like, I'm gonna get this thing, which I don't even remember what it was. So that's why I need to take a deep breath, start back over, and get my experience points back up to, so I can buy that skill set, and then maybe I'll be good at that game. Speaking of games I'm not good at, Kathy Brown, what is Baba?
Baba is you.
Baba is float.
Baba is wall.
You know
Baba is rock.
You know what Baba isn't?
Easy.
Baba is wind.
Flag is wind.
Flag is wind.
Well, anything can
Anything
be
can be
wind.
wind except for Baba.
That's true.
So Baba
It's
is
a
you.
puzzle game.
Is a puzzle game.
Mm-hmm.
It's
on the Switch.
It is deceptively simple. Yes, I think it's on this PC as well.
Oh, well,
I don't
we
think
have
it's on any other
We have
console.
it for the Switch.
Yes. And Baba is you. You are a little sheep.
Is that what that thing is? I thought it was like a bunny or
I
something.
figured Baba,
cute.
like,
Baba, black sheep.
Baba.
I don't know. Little white animal.
It's a little white animal.
It's a sheep.
And basically it is very simple, black background. You got maybe 4 or 5 things on the screen. Baba.
Well, not necessarily.
Well, I'm just talking about let's start at the very beginning.
Okay, yeah.
You have a flag that you have to get to.
Okay.
You have walls. You have enemies per se. They don't really move. They might be like skulls on the map, or like a crab.
Well, anything. It could be anything.
Yes.
So it's all about these like sentences.
Yeah, there's all these sentences. Also on the screen
rules.
is words. So there'll be Baba, there'll be wall, there'll be flag, there'll be whatever is on the map. Whatever's on the map is written word form somewhere on the map.
Okay.
And you can go around and move them like blocks. And you can move. So at the beginning, it will say Baba is you. Mm-hmm. You can go and move Baba and make it, wall is you, and then you're controlling the wall.
Okay.
Or you can make it flag is you, and then you're controlling the flag. Mm-hmm. So what you're trying to do is manipulate these words around to make it so you're touching something that
Is win.
blank equals win.
Yeah.
So it doesn't always have to be flag. You can make the wall win. You can make crab win. You can make whatever win, but you just
But not Baba.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
sentences, like, when you picture sentences, the sentences are like blocks. Like, Baba makes just a square block. So it doesn't look like a normal sentence. You know what I'm saying?
well, the sentences are visually represented in the map, just
Okay.
along with everything else. And later on, they start adding and, so you can make Baba is you and wall, and you're controlling a bunch of different things.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Gets more complicated.
it's hard to explain. Just
It
Google
is.
if you just look at a video of someone playing the very first level, and you'll get it. Like it's very, very simple, but it is bitch ass hard.
It is. And there's
It will make you feel dumb as a rock.
there's a lot of different
Rock is you.
solutions. Yeah, there could be more than one solution to
Yes.
the puzzle. And I've gotten to the point, which I'm farther than you,
Yeah, you played about 5 hours.
I've gotten to the point where, like, I'm not even thinking about what the solution could be. I'm just trying stuff and hoping that I get there. Like, sometimes when I do get the flag or when I do win, I don't even know how I've done it. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I just broke the game, so I
you
got
don't
to
know
win.
how you got there.
Yeah,
And it's
but it is cool. I
there's
really
a
like
ton
puzzle
of
games.
levels. Like I've already played about maybe 30, maybe, and I'm not even anywhere close to where you're at.
I don't know how many I played. But you don't have to beat every little puzzle in a section.
Yeah, it's broken out like kind of like a Super Mario World almost, where it's like here's
Yeah.
this part of the world and there's a bunch of levels. You just have to get to the end. Like there might be a level over here, a level over here that you don't do. It's like it's too fucking hard.
Right.
But yeah, it's a neat game. It's only $15 on the eShop. I would
I've definitely gotten 15
recommend
bucks
it.
out of it.
Oh
So
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I don't think I'm smart enough to beat it, but
I don't think I'm smart enough to get past where I'm at right now in the game. And now things are floating, stuff's on fire,
Oh,
and I'm like,
yeah.
Stuff's on fire.
what the fuck is going on?
I try to put it down and then come back and see if I can see it with fresh eyes. I occasionally do that. I have a couple different puzzles that I could beat, but for now I have definitely hit a wall. I haven't been able to get past where I'm at.
So this Bob is you. So check this out. Me and Kathy are currently trying to sell our home. So all our shit's packed away. I probably mentioned this last time. But what was packed away, which I was jonesing really hard for the past week. I was like, I need this back, was my PSVR. It was locked away in the attic. So I spent about an hour yesterday digging through the attic, and I found it and pulled it out. And there was a game I bought right before we packed it all away called Pixel Ripped 1989. Have you all
not
seen
heard
this
of
game? This game is a really neat premise. So you are a child with a fake Game Boy, basically. I think they call it a Gear Kid, and you're trying to play this game while in a classroom, like you're a kid in class, and you're in VR, and you're playing it, and you look
trying
up
to be
like,
sneaky.
trying to be sneaky, so the teacher won't see you.
Okay.
Because you can get in trouble
And
for
you
that
can move your
shit.
head around. You can try to play the game, and the game's very simple. It's kind of like a Mario Mega Man type thing, action where you run real fast. You're shooting. You pick up these blocks like coins, and as you pick up the blocks, your character becomes more and more elaborate. Like you start off just as a dot, and then the more you get, you become more of a structured character. Like like that's a little girl because you play as a little girl in the game. But in the actual classroom, you're looking around, and you got to the right on your desk, you have a, what is it, it looks almost like a kazoo, but it shoots spitballs.
Yeah, it's like a straw and you shoot
Yeah.
spitballs through it.
You shoot spitballs at different things around the class to distract your teacher. So if you shoot it at a bookshelf off to the right and all the books fall down, the teacher goes, what's going on?
So
And
she's
you can play the game.
distracted, so you can play your game.
Yes.
So you distract her by creating chaos within
Yes.
the classroom.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
But I finally beat the first level last night. It's actually deceptively hard because, how many times did that teacher catch me?
Well,
Like 5
that's
times.
because you weren't creating enough chaos.
But-
You were just trying to play the game while her back was turned.
The game was fun.
And you weren't creating enough chaos to keep her
I just want to play
busy.
my Gear Kid. Anyway,
Shoot them spitballs.
when you beat the first level, the game gear kind of explodes almost, and then the level of the game is in the classroom. So you're you have to look up way up here, and okay, I got to jump up here, and then look straight up, and then there's a platform over here. I got to dodge this enemy, come back down over here, and all this is right in front of your face.
Oh, wow.
And I don't know where it's
I feel
going.
like I would trip out.
Yes, it is super neat. As soon as I saw the videos for it, I'm like, I need that freaking game. And I got it. And then we had to put the PSVR away, so I got to play it for 10 minutes before we put it away. And I was bummed out. Playing VR is it takes a lot out of you.
It does. I find it really
A little bit
exhausting.
goes a long way.
Yeah.
But that's why I wasn't too heartbroken when we did put it away. But it's been too long, and I wanted it back, and I got it back. And when Kathy's family comes into town next week, we're going to be playing some truck and bar fight. That
Oh,
game's
yeah.
freaking hilarious.
It will be really funny.
Just make sure you don't stand near the TV
Yeah.
when you
Yes.
do your uppercuts.
I'm going to move the coffee table and say, just stand right here, don't move. Just punch.
It's so hard not to move. Because I feel like if I move, my character moves, but that's not.
Well, I've totally knocked a water bottle off the coffee table playing VR
Yeah, she was playing
with my head.
a
I
game
knocked
where
it off with my head.
you're basically playing Pong, but your face is the paddle, and she just douche. It went flying across the room.
Jeez.
Hit it with my face.
Yeah, with your face. So, let's see. I've also been playing Super Adventure Island 2. Does anybody know what Adventure Island is at this table?
Mm-mm.
It's a very, very, very old gaming franchise. I'm not gonna dig into the weeds about its history, but
You could though.
I could. Well, Adventure Island's rough, but basically it is just a simple ass platformer like a Mario.
Okay.
You can go on from left to right, beat the level, move on. That's it. Super Adventure Island 2 is different in that it takes a lot of cues from Zelda, where you get the sword, you get the special armor, you're getting heart containers and stuff like that. You're traveling across this. It's more RPG-like. You're traveling across this map to save your Hawaiian girlfriend or whatever, tropical. She wears a grass skirt.
Skirt.
But I played it a little bit. We got it at playthrough. The dude
Is this the one where she like left him and married some other dude?
probably.
I saw you guys playing that game.
Yeah, we yes, that was a New Adventure Island on the PC Engine. This one's for the Super Nintendo,
Okay.
and we bought it. And after when we got back from playthrough, and all the games would be cleaned, tested, they were all working. Kathy played her fair share of what she wanted to play and fell asleep on the couch. I'm like, I'll fucking play Super Adventure Island 2. And I played it till like 2 a.m. It was
Nice.
really good. I can't remember if I saved it or not.
He
But-
looks like he's wearing a Mario hat.
He's wearing it's like a trucker hat, I think,
Yeah,
almost.
that's what I had imagined.
Yeah,
It's
Kathy-
me, Tropical Mario.
Yeah, it's Tropical Mario. But in this one, you can get a sword and armor and shit. But Kathy Brown, I'll let you take this next one if you want to talk about our
Yeah.
home run here.
So we picked up a Turbo Graphics.
Yeah, we went into all this last time.
I thought so. I couldn't remember.
It was not working last time. we
Yeah,
talked
it
about
wasn't working. Well, I ended up like taking it apart. Everything looked super decent, at least compared to the pictures I found online. It looked just like them. So I was like, well, maybe that's not the issue. And so I kept researching and going through various discussion boards, and there really isn't a whole lot out there about the Turbo Graphics. I
It
felt
wasn't
like
very popular over here.
yeah, and you can tell if you're researching. But I had read something that made me check the AC adapter, and the guy we bought it from gave us 2 of them.
Neither were original.
Well, yeah, neither were original, and neither one of them were working. So I was like, well, let me just, order another one that. I couldn't order one that was original to the system, but I ordered one that worked for, what was it, the Sega Genesis Model 1?
Yeah, the Model 1 Sega Genesis.
Yeah, and that worked, so I was so happy.
Yeah.
Put it back together, and it works now, and I love it.
So you want to talk about? It's a game that we added last minute to this list that you insisted on for the TurboGrafx that we also picked up from playthrough.
Yeah, so my favorite game on it so far is called Fantasy Zone.
Yep.
And
Starring Oopa Oopa.
yeah, okay. I'm not that deep into it, but the controller we have is like a joystick controller.
Yeah, it's an arcade stick.
We need to get just a regular one, but it's super fun. I think I just love the art style and how colorful it is.
Yes, it's a shooter basically. It's what they would call a cute 'em up.
Well,
It's not a shoot 'em up. It's a
perfect.
cute 'em up because
It's really
it's bright
cute.
and colorful, and you're shooting little happy
things.
faces and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet. I need to play it, but I'm pretty sure
You haven't?
the whole concept of the game is
It's awesome.
the stages are all circular. Like you're not going from left. You are going from left to right, but you can go from right to left, and you're always going to go back around
Yeah, they sort of loop.
and you have to take out enemy generators. Like you could see them. There's a map at the bottom of the screen, and you can see them you can see where they're at. And once you take them out, you beat the stage and you move on.
Well, yeah, there's like a boss at the end.
Yes.
It's kind of hard. I've only gotten to the 2nd level, so not very far. I'm not very good at it or anything, but it's still really cute and really fun.
Well, cool. So, what would you like to talk about next?
Well, the games that I've been playing Baba Is You, which we talked about before. But I've also been playing Dragon Quest VII on the 3DS.
Yes,
I am about 19 hours in, but that being said,
A lot of that you've been asleep
I fell asleep with it open.
every night. Every
and
night.
Not Andy didn't catch me one night and close it for me.
But this is Kathy playing the 3DS at night. She'll fall asleep holding it. For our audience, just picture me laying in bed holding a 3DS. Picture me laying in bed and holding a 3DS. Don't get too aroused. But she has it open, and she'll just fall asleep with it wide open. And when you're playing a game, your thumbs are on the buttons and the D-pad. So I'll just go and slowly fold it and try to like not squish her fingers. Just let me get it closed. And Kathy will be like, "No, I'm not asleep." And it'll always be, she's always playing these RPGs where there's a lot of talking, a lot of dialogue boxes.
And that's usually
and she'll hit the
asleep.
button, and it'll go to the next sentence, and she's asleep before she's even read it.
But sometimes I'm really not asleep, and Andy just like, maybe I don't read fast enough for him or something. But he's like trying to tell me
Well,
that I'm asleep, and I'm not.
I can always...
but sometimes I am.
I always
Most of
know
the
when
time I am.
it's like the freaking 20th time I've heard the same music loop go through, and like, okay, she's asleep. But you always try to fight it about 3 times, and then you're just like, fuck it. And
Yeah. So the game says I'm 19 hours in, but I don't really know how far. But I am really big into the Dragon Quest series. I have beaten 5.
I did see the dick pop up on her.
8.
So Josh is having a little bit of fun. But 7's the one. 7's the slow one, I've heard.
Yeah. Well, it took a while to get to a battle. I think I was just running around for like 2 or 3 hours.
I mean, you fall asleep during the dialogue, so it's probably pretty long.
Yeah, it was pretty long, but I got through it. And then now, just had this wolf that turned into a boy, but he rides a wolf. His name is Ruff. He just joined my party.
Wait, what?
So
Nice.
What?
There's a boy named Ruff.
It's not as weird as Catman.
Well, he
not as
was
weird as
a
Catman.
white wolf, and then he got turned into a boy, but he rides another wolf, and his name is Ruff.
Sounds ancestral. So the whole conceit of the story of this game is that you're just an island in the middle of, like, there's no other land in the world. It's just this tiny island with this one little kingdom, and that's it. But you're slowly uncovering more land, I'm assuming.
Yeah. So I've got Kiefer, who's like the prince in my party.
Kiefer Sutherland's in this game?
No. And the main character is like, his dad's like a fisherman, and then there's Mary Bell, who's kind of the neighborhood girl. And
Neighborhood slut.
I think she's like 7.
they're all pretty
early.
young. They do kind of seem like they're maybe I don't know, preteens or something. But you go to this like shrine, and you open up this thing, and you find these like stone fragments, and once you find enough, and you put them together, and then you get transported in the past to another island, and you go and you beat monsters, and usually the city kind of has a problem. Like I went to one, and everybody had been turned to stone. And
It's
I
the
went
Pixel Pub, guys.
to another one, and everybody had been turned into animals.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that one.
So
And you had to talk to the animals to get to get the people turned back or whatever.
yeah, so each place kind of has an issue, and then me and my friends kind of save the day. Then we come back to the future, and then we get on our little boat, and we like suddenly there's like a new island that looks just like the one you saw in the past appears. So the kingdom's like freaking out because all these new islands with people on them are like popping up.
I'd
So
freak out too.
I just got to one. I can't remember the name of the place, but it seems like there's these broken down robots, or maybe robots are attacking. I don't know.
Build a wall.
I need to talk to some more folks to see what's going on there. But I love the Dragon Quest series.
Yeah, we should also say we picked up this game on the PlayStation at
Yep.
playthrough when it was still called Dragon Warrior. When they still put it out as Dragon Warrior over here. I think that's the last Dragon Warrior game. After that, they started keeping it Dragon Quest. Yeah, the 3DS version is definitely the way to go, I believe, on this one.
Yeah, but I do have the original one.
And it wasn't overly expensive. There's one more thing here that you got from playthrough that you want to talk about.
Yeah, I mentioned
Well,
this
you mentioned it, yeah.
earlier, but I got Earthbound, and for a good price and in great condition. And I sort of got suspicious the other night. I'm like, is this real?
Yeah.
Is it a repro? And
People sell repros. That's how they get their money. It's like they get this $30 repro and try to sell it for $160. And
yeah, so I started freaking out. I was like, man, this looks a little too perfect. And I opened it up and I looked online. It's legit.
Nice.
So, because I totally got like $50 off on this game.
Dang.
It's pretty
It's a good
significant.
deal.
Was a good deal.
Holy grail.
So I'm playing it. I started playing it on our Super Nintendo, and now I've kind of moved to the living room, and I'm playing it on the Retron 5.
The Retron 5. Yep.
I haven't gotten very far. You have to grind a lot. But one thing I appreciate about this game is I really like the sounds in the game. They're really nice.
It's very unique.
Yeah, it is really unique. And I play a lot of RPGs, and I appreciate the fact that when I get over leveled, it doesn't make me fight the monsters,
Yeah,
but I get the experience.
Oh, okay.
If you're super over level, when you run into an enemy on the map, instead of going off like you would in Persona to go fight them, the screen just flashes and it says you win, and it
It's
gives you-
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like that's really kind of innovative for a game of that time.
Yeah.
Because usually older games, they totally are hard,
Yeah,
and they
they're-
want to make you do everything the
They're
hard way.
they're physically trying to fuck you. Like that's how bad they are.
Yeah, it's true.
Josh's eyes just got really big.
And I've got the patience
No, sir,
for
please
it.
don't.
Not everybody does, but I have beaten the guy behind the arcade. What was his
Johnny.
name? Johnny.
Johnny
Cage.
5.
And now I'm up in some mountain, and I'm trying
Trying
to
to fight that big ant.
fight the big ant, but I've
the
died
big stick.
twice. So
I don't remember it being that hard.
I'm just grinding and trying to fight the big ant. And so I'm still kind of in the beginning.
Well, cool. Hopefully we'll do something with that on our YouTube channel shortly. I got a bunch of videos in the chamber that I need to
Kathy Plays
get out there.
Classics.
Kathy Plays Classics. Google it, please. So that's it for Kathy Brown. Josh, we talked about Sekiro.
Yeah, it stole my soul several times.
Did you die twice?
I've died several thousand
times.
Several thousand.
The caged ogre just tried to steal my soul, and
He just throws you, doesn't he? Like he just grabs you by the leg and throws you off the
yeah,
level.
he can do like a kick. He does like a drop kick to you, and he'll like run at you. And there's some times that like even if you dodge, he catches you and throws you off a cliff. It was rough. It's the only part that's been the most trying. I think I spent like 4 hours on it.
It's
then
a brutal game.
Yeah. Persona 5.
Persona 5, we got 2 Persona 5 virgins.
Yeah.
Persona in general virgins.
I'm still in the process of getting laid, so like I'm in.
Yes.
You know,
They're just foreplay.
You bought
Yeah.
the condoms.
Yeah.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get lucky later. But
Y'all both picked that up in the
Yeah.
past, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
you've played what 20 hours of it so far?
Yeah, I'm 20 hours in right
Let's
now.
bask in that glory.
Yeah.
What's up?
You never see it coming.
I have no idea what you're all talking about.
You'll know.
You'll
You would hear
figure
that
it
song
out.
1,000 times.
I was
Yeah.
promised a cat van, so
You'll get a cat
that's
van.
what I'm sticking around for. Lots of talking,
Yeah,
lots of spitting on me. Everybody
He's
hates
so
me.
offended by
Yep.
everybody hating him right now.
everyone hates you at the beginning of the game.
Everybody
Everyone hates
fucking
you.
hates
It's like,
you.
oh, I'm sorry that I stopped a rape.
Yeah. That
How dare I?
that goes away fairly quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, as a matter of fact, everyone loves you by the end of that game,
Okay.
except for the bad guys, obviously. So, how far are you, Shelby?
Second dungeon.
I'm in the second dungeon.
Let's get that Persona 5 talk.
So
You were up here, I'm in love, and there's 7 O's in it.
I am in love with this game. Just as an anime fan, I
It is
really
extremely
appreciate it.
anime.
And
very
as an
stylish.
RPG fan, I am appreciative as well.
what do you love about it?
Basically, the anime cutscenes are great. They're
Yep.
done really well. I love the art style of the game. The music is great.
Yes.
My favorite character right now is probably Morgana, but I just
Who is a talking cat?
it's a talking cat, so cute.
Who's a
Is
talking cat?
Morgana a girl or a boy?
I think they. I got to the point in the game where I guess they kind of alluded to he's a boy, where they're outside the subway station and they like straight up ask him
Yeah.
what he is, and he's
Pretty
like,
sure
"I'm a boy."
I came away with that. That
Well, because he's all about On. He's like, Lady On.
Lady On.
Your chastity. But I'm going to cosplay as On in her school uniform at GalaxyCon.
Get the big old blonde pigtails.
Oh, I found it on Amazon. I was going to put some volume in that bitch.
I'm not an anime person, so I don't know how
All right,
far.
Josh is... Okay, we had this conversation last night at dinner. Josh didn't know there was a difference between hentai and anime because
God.
his friends growing up
Is that
just
why you're
watched
asking
hentai.
about just like...
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I was asking.
I figured Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z were just kind of like Japanese shows, but when I heard anime, I always thought of it being hentai, and it was always... I'm not going to put anybody on blast.
Call them out. I need names.
There was a dude that I used to hang out in high school, and he would buy the special videos from the store. Like, it was kind of like a hot topic back in the day, back in the back. And every time I watched it, I was like, I don't know, man.
People get
this is weird.
by octopuses.
Tentacles and
Yeah.
and random objects and borderline rape, I guess you could say. And I always just equated anime
I had to tell him that, like, no.
No. I mean, I knew it after a certain point in my life,
Oh.
but as I was explaining to you last night, there was a long time where I just thought they were one and the same. You get, like, plot with porn.
I had a similar weird, just like mix up like that. I might be too old for this. Might be too over reference, but the Akira movie, Akira.
Yes.
Yeah.
They used to run like late at night. They would run like on NBC or whatever during Saturday Night Live or whatever. They'd run commercials for the VHS.
Yeah.
Like, get the sensation from Japan. Everyone's talking about, and like one of the shots in that movie is a giant teddy bear covered in white stuff. Mm-hmm. And I know what I thought that white stuff was, but I was like, that bear's covered in nut. Like, what kind of damn? What is that? Like, what is? What? This is
People are some
popular.
weird shit.
Yeah, this is weird.
Kathy and I had a different anime upbringing where we watched Sailor Moon. And
We did.
Cutesy anime? I don't know. I guess it was
they're
because...
called magical girl animes.
I don't know. I remember going specifically over to his house and being like, wow, what are you watching? And he's like, I'm just watching, some stuff I got from the store the other time. And it was just like, so I was like,
all that girl's holes are full.
yeah. I was like, she even has more holes. Like,
Jesus.
It was a rough go. So it wasn't until like out of high school and then I started realizing that anime was like Dragon Ball Z and like
It's just
some
another
sort of Pokemon.
just another name for a
Fruits
cartoon.
Basket.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so hentai and anime, for anyone who doesn't know, are
Yeah.
entirely two different things. Unless
I feel like we had a good education.
yeah.
I'm probably going to play Persona tomorrow night. Like, when I get back home from work. I have to work tomorrow, by the way.
Do ya?
Yeah.
You've,
Just set up a bunch of shit.
Well,
playing the Matarabe dungeon.
The
I need to
Madarame
pick
Museum.
up. I need to grab Persona 5 because I had started a game and then I accidentally saved Andy's game over in my game and then I had to start over. And I got, I think, to the 4th dungeon, so I got to pick it up and finish.
Did you didn't beat it yet?
I haven't beaten it yet.
I want to catch up to Kathy.
You will if you can get to
You
the
will.
if you get to the bank. Then you caught up with it.
Ours is packed away, so I got to find it and pull it out.
Yes, Kathy actually. When I beat it, I told Kathy to start a new game over mine and start a new game plus, but do it on hard because I believe when you play new game plus, all your items carry over, but not your experience points. And
No, your experience points or your attributes.
your attributes definitely
do,
carry over, like
yeah.
your guts and all other stuff. That carries over, so you can get to
Take advantage of that shit.
you can get to the social links faster. Like
Yeah.
all those, you don't have the guts to talk to this girl. Like this, it's done. You can just do it.
Haven't
quicker.
decided who I want to date yet.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you end up in a rooftop with on and she says she really likes you, just say no, because after that she's like, I love you. Like I was like, what? Like I didn't know.
So many girls to choose from.
I think I like Makoto the best.
I'm probably gonna date Futaba, to be honest.
She had a motorcycle. I think Futaba was 14 years old in that game.
In Persona 4, I
Legal.
dated Kiko. Who'd you date in Persona 4? Oh yeah, you haven't really played that.
I never played that 4, even though I know a lot about that game.
5 is my first Persona game.
Well, you're gonna have to go back and play 4 now.
Fuck.
And I played 4 first, and now I'm kind of playing 3.
So you're going backwards.
Yeah.
But they're not like.
I wouldn't go further
Canon.
back than 3.
They there's some things
That carry over.
Yes.
Like, is Joker a constant character? No.
Story's all different. It's just
But they have...
there's similarities.
There's a
though.
through line, I believe. If you don't want to get really deep into it, I believe there is a continuity. There's definitely characters that carry over from game to game.
Probably like the guy that he hasn't met yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's in every single game. Every Persona game.
The one with the nose?
The twins. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is there. Mm-hmm.
Igor.
Igor.
And
I call him
love him.
Igor because I'm a little prick.
In
But,
the Velvet Room.
Yeah, and the Velvet Room's different in every game.
Yeah, it is different.
This one, 5 is a prison,
Yeah.
It's a prison.
and 4 is a limo.
Yep.
And
the
it,
fuck? Why am I in a prison?
it's and he has different assistants.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
he's
I
got-
was gonna ask if the girls carry it over.
No.
what are their names? Justine and
And was it Caroline or no?
I can't pronounce.
I
Hold
can't
on.
remember.
it's just.
It's just seeing something with a C.
Yeah.
And 4 is Margaret, and
4 is Margaret, and then another one comes in after. I can't remember her name right now, but I know Elizabeth is one of them, but maybe she's an earlier character, like in 3. I think Elizabeth is 3.
maybe Margaret's 3. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
Yeah, but Persona's great. I love Persona.
I love
Persona
it
is
so
great.
much, and I'm only 20 hours in, and I just want to play more of it. But if I had my way, I would play it tonight till early in the morning,
Yeah.
and then be
I've-
miserable tomorrow.
I've started branching out to other Shin Megami Tensei games. Like I've kind of been playing Digital Devil Saga 2.
Yep, on the PS2.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep on trying to get you to get one of the Shin Megami Tensei games on the 3DS.
Yeah.
But,
Oh yeah, I want it. Like Persona Q.
yep. So, what do you think, Josh? Are you going to keep up with it? Or are you
see.
too weirded out?
I don't know.
He hasn't
I-
got to
I
the
have-
weird stuff yet.
I haven't.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to make a
I want to
full
guess that
decision.
he's gonna get freaked out by the first boss.
I already saw the first boss. When you were streaming it?
Did I stream the first boss?
The first boss you fight is a dude sitting on a toilet.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about
Kamoshida?
yeah. Because
I
that
think you
borders
fight the-
that borderlines Hitai.
I think you fight the dick carriage before you fight Kamoshida.
I don't remember a dick
don't remember the dick
carriage.
carriage?
Dick carriage?
There's a dick carriage.
Are we sure that there is a difference between hentai and
There's a
anime at
difference.
this
There-
point?
this is like kind of like that devil persona with the. It looks like he just has like a big dick.
A big spiky
Oh,
dick.
yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of dicks.
There's a lot of dicks.
There's a literal dick carriage. So
Is
if
this
you
like Bourbon Street all over again? Dicks over.
or is it a dick train? Captain Brown, you know what I'm talking about.
Dicks over rice.
Not the Dick Train.
There's a dick carriage.
I remember the devil, and I remember kind of the
Dick
carriage.
carriage.
I mean, look, hold on. I'm put
That
this
might
on.
be further in the game because I don't remember that.
I
I
think
feel
it
like it
is.
was really early.
No, I think it's further along.
Yeah.
How many lists do you think I'll get on by looking up dick
Dick
carriage?
carriage.
I don't even want to know. Probably
They
shouldn't
were
look that up.
Do it on a private thing.
VPN it.
I'll put Persona 5 in.
VPN that dick carriage.
I mean, Persona 5's so cool too, because I just love
Yeah.
the character.
I have not gotten there
You
yet.
really?
So creative.
Wait, is
the
there-
monsters
what
and
is this?
everything.
That's a dick carriage.
That is definitely
Looks like a giant grasshopper.
Oh,
So are there boob carriages? Are we equal opportunity here, or is it just all dicks?
I don't think a boob carriage would make anybody uncomfortable.
Well, you're like,
I think they're trying to make you.
I just want to hang out.
Titty carriage.
What
What else you
Some
been
of the
playing?
personas are very sexualized, but
Like on
yeah, her persona is definitely
Panther.
Carmen.
Giant ass cigar.
I know. I love Carmen. I mean, just stepping on that dude's face.
I hear you, Carmen.
So what you got next, Josh?
I haven't played much, but Division 2, we got it for Shelby also, so we played a little bit. I don't know if we're going to be picking it up again. It's just, it feels like the momentum has passed it now.
I was staring at it
I'm over it.
at the Best Buy.
What is it?
It's a loot shooter. It's a shooter.
A looter shooter. Sluter.
It's kind of like
Slooter.
Diablo with guns.
Yeah.
And
In a post-apocalyptic world
Washington, D.C.
without zombies.
I just don't like games like that unless I'm playing with people because playing with other people motivates me.
Yeah.
Because if I was just to play it by myself, I'm like, this fucking sucks. I'm bored. This shit is awful.
the thing that I don't really think I like about that game, and I was telling Josh about this a few weeks ago. It's a loot game like Diablo, where you're getting gear, and you're supposed to, the whole idea is to keep you propelled moving forward, keep you interested. If it's not the story, it's to get better gear, so I get this purple rifle, and it's awesome. Problem with stuff like Division 2 is that everything's going to be semi-grounded in reality. So what are you going to get? Like a good ski mask?
Yeah.
Like I want big pauldrons. I want a crazy helmet. I want the angel wings. I want to look badass.
Yeah.
I don't want to look like a riot shooter.
Pleb.
Yeah. I don't know if there's much else to talk about Division 2. Right now it's kind of like...
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I hear good things. The people
I like I said, I've really enjoyed it, and maybe it was because I've gone for a week. We haven't been able to play it, so maybe we might pick it back up. I've enjoyed the time I've played. It's just I haven't played it.
we were eyeballing Diablo 3 on the Switch
Yeah.
this very afternoon.
I think my brother picked it up. Like
Never played it.
He never
Diablo
played
3?
it. Yeah.
On the Switch.
Like the special edition of it, yeah.
I love Diablo 3. And my friend just got a Switch, and it'd be neat to play with.
You were trying to get her to get Diablo 3.
Yeah.
Never see Diablo coming.
I know I got some good games for my birthday, so I'm really excited to get those and talk about those next time.
Yep.
Oh boy.
You got some games in the chamber there. So, Shelby, we talked about Persona 5. Anything else you want to say about Kingdom Hearts 3?
I beat it. Finally.
Woo!
Yeah.
Did you feel like you got the answer to like the question of what is life like? Was there some great meaning in seeing the credits roll in that game?
No.
You can only
God
have
damn
light.
it.
When
You
there's
have to wait.
darkness.
There's like after credit scenes and stuff
Oh,
like
great.
that.
I bet they'll make a lot of sense. I bet they'll be
They
well
I
told.
said this last time. They make sense to me, but that's because like I did research. I did research beforehand.
I read half a Wikipedia article.
I'm sorry that I don't want to have to do research to play.
But I'm that person that like
Yeah.
I like that shit though.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
mind doing research playing a game.
I don't either, but it was just if the game's not even going to try to help me out,
Yeah.
that's when I'm like,
My thing is I don't know. I don't want to give. We'll talk when you beat it.
we'll
We'll talk when you beat it.
There is a free Kingdom Hearts 3 VR experience on the PS4 VR that I was thinking about. After I beat it, I'm going to just take the PSVR into the office and record me playing that shit. And just what is going on? I bet there's no Disney characters in that. I bet they'd have to.
They didn't have the license
I bet
for
they'd
it.
fork out some more money for that shit.
But other than that, I've been playing Persona, which we talked about. I played a lot of Tetris 99. Got second place a bunch, but I have not.
Tetris 99, for people who don't know, is the Tetris Battle Royale that is free on the Switch Online service if you pay them their blood money.
Yeah, have not gotten first place, but have come so close.
So what do you do? Just play against other people on the
just
internet?
Play Tetris. Yeah.
So it's like, have you ever played competitive Tetris? Where you're going
Yeah.
back and forth and you're dropping garbage on other people?
Yeah.
Imagine doing that against 99 other people, or 98 other people.
Yeah.
Oh,
It is-
all at once?
Yes, all at
Oh,
once.
so that's where the 99 comes
Yeah.
into play. Got it.
What happens when you connect the dots.
Yep.
Yeah, it's, we haven't downloaded it. I don't know why yet. I'm forgetting always that we have the Switch Online service and we totally could
You
download
should
it.
Yeah,
get
we
it.
do.
It's really kind of
I
fun.
like it. Run your sets.
It's something that you can pick up for like
meta.
10, 15 minutes, and then you're like, all right,
Yeah.
got that out of my system for the day.
And Josh and I were at the mall, at a local mall yesterday, and we were walking through a GameStop, and he pointed out to me like a 3-pack quantum game
Games.
pack, and it has Heavy Rain, Detroit, and Beyond Two Souls.
Which one's best?
I haven't played Beyond Two Souls. I've played Heavy Rain.
From what I've seen of Beyond Two Souls, I would say that's the worst.
It's the worst one.
Yeah, it doesn't look interesting at
See,
all.
I might have a different opinion because I loved Detroit Become Human and I loved Heavy Rain.
I'm just...
And-
You haven't played either of those.
No, I haven't played any of them, but I've watched the videos when they come out, and I'm like, man, Heavy Rain looks cool.
Don't
That looks
even
cool.
judge.
Heavy Rain was really good.
I'm just saying from what I've seen.
I think Heavy Rain was the first game I played on PS3.
You remember I really wanted you to buy Heavy Rain so
Yeah,
I
when
could
you were
watch
like,
the story.
I'm going to get it, and then
You can come over. I can
PlayStation 3
replay it
came
and
and
you can
went.
watch it.
Yep.
It never
I loved
never
Heavy
ever happened.
Rain. I loved
Jason.
Beyond Two Souls.
Jason.
I did not.
I don't
like
know
Detroit.
why he didn't. The only reason he didn't like Detroit Become Human is one character storyline he doesn't like.
Yeah, but unfortunately, you play him 1/3 of the time. And
Well, yeah, I know, but you play
Exactly.
Connor more.
Yeah, but-
Connor's storyline, I feel like I played a lot more of his storyline than Kara. Or
he sucked.
see, he was so forgettable. I don't remember his name.
Exactly.
Marcus.
He's such a whiny bitch.
And then, yeah, so I might pick that up and play Beyond Two Souls because I really love Quantum games.
Before I pass too much judgment on Beyond Two Souls, based on just what I've seen, how much of it takes place in the Middle East?
Beyond Two Souls?
Yes. Isn't she like a soldier?
I don't remember being there.
I just remember when it came out, I was like, okay, this seems cool. Like Ellen Page, like with a ghost buddy.
Oh, it's the Ellen Page game.
Yeah.
I don't remember there being Middle East. Maybe I blocked that out of my memory.
But it was like it seemed like the opening of the game was that, and then like a lot of her like going through these like Modern Warfare-esque military like training sequences, like just being in a warehouse, just trying to. Okay.
No, not that I remember.
And then the other thing I remember seeing was her going to the party with her ghost buddy and being able to make decisions.
All I remember from Heavy Rain is the sex scene. Yeah, you controlled that shit,
Josh's
bro.
face.
Doesn't that girl stick a chainsaw in a dude's dick?
Ugh.
In Heavy
Heavy
Rain?
Rain?
Yeah. It's the reporter lady.
Up in the when she's
She goes into the house and she's trying to go after the dude and he. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things you just end up there.
I don't know.
But there's also different like endings and
Yeah.
storylines, so I might not have done that.
Yeah, the part I saw, she just fucking got a chainsaw and just like just stuck it in.
Oh no, that's during the where you go to the house and that
The
weird
club?
bald guy and
Yeah,
he
the bald-
straps you to the
yes.
table and then he tries to like
And he like
tries to
chases
kill
you. He's
you.
making like pig noises and shit.
yeah
Suey.
yeah, and you have to like try to
It's
break
been
yourself
so
free.
long since
and
I
there's,
have
like,
played
a-
that game. The
Yeah.
only thing I remember about that game
Weird.
is the mall, the Jason, the red balloon.
Jason.
Jason.
I remember cutting off my own finger.
Yeah, you had a really bad ending though.
I had the fucking worst.
Everybody did.
No. Well, I didn't figure out the puzzle because I'm me and I wasn't doing a very good job of paying attention. And the girl detective showed up, or journalist or whatever she was. I think she was a journalist. The journalist showed up. I don't know what happened to the detective. I'm pretty sure I accidentally killed him early on. And then
Pretty sure
And
I
then
had everyone survive except for
the dad showed up late. I saved the kid. The
Jason.
detective Shelby died. And
Is that Jason's father?
yeah.
I think for the perfect ending, there's one of the 4 players does die.
Probably the prick-ass detective who, spoiler alert, I don't know, this is an old game. Am I allowed to
Andy-
say
You
anything?
should say it. Fuck it.
Okay, I thought Andy was he was in the process of debating. Yeah.
No.
Okay. Yeah. the
Detective Shelby is the one that
Yeah.
is abducting all the kids and killing them.
Yeah. So if he dies and everybody else lives, you're good.
He died, but I don't remember if the forgettable detective that's kind of Connor-esque.
With the VR and all
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not Jason Dad?
that? No.
No, the
Okay.
detective is the one that takes like the pills and trips out.
Okay.
And he wears a VR
I
headset.
thought those guys were one and the same, but I've never played these games.
Jason?
I mess around with the demo.
Yeah. I don't know. I had a good ending.
Did you ever play Indigo Prophecy, the
Yes.
game you made before that? Or
Yep.
what was that other game you made that was on the Dreamcast? It had David Bowie in it. What was the name of that game?
I think
You remember
Indigo
the big-
Prophecy was the
Omicron.
first one I ever played.
Omicron.
Yeah, I didn't play that one.
Yes, that was another game that he did, and it's got freaking David Bowie in it.
I want to replay Detroit Become Human. I just love games like that where I can sit. I had tried replaying Until Dawn a couple weeks ago, just like as a scary nighttime stream.
Yeah, we tried to
And-
stream it around Halloween a couple years ago.
I like it. I have only already killed one person so far. God
Yeah.
damn it.
I think about 3 people died in that game.
Yeah.
Only three people survived my first playthrough. 3 out of the 7 kids
Is
there
it
are in the
7?
goddamn game.
God, I was going to guess it was like 10.
Okay, that couple That couple.
I just remember everyone.
It's so high school. It's such a high school game. It's
There's
like,
at least 10 characters and only 3 survived.
yeah, they're
So-and-so
all,
is
everybody's an asshole.
Yeah.
Everybody's an asshole in that
Yeah.
game.
But I recognize 3 of the actors. Like going back and playing now that we've like seen Bohemian Rhapsody, like the guy who plays Freddie Mercury is in that game.
Oh, I remember his Hayden.
Hayden
Panettiere. And then Jordan Fisher, who's like, he was on Dancing with the Stars. Josh and I are very much an old 80s, like 80-year-old couple. When Dancing with the Stars is on, every Monday we watch at 8 o'clock, and sometimes every Thursday we go to Turkey Thursday.
what the fuck? We're not an
Cracker
80s
Barrel.
80-year-old couple.
80-year-old
80-year-old
couple.
couple.
Well, it's 7:30. I want to get into bed.
That is Shelby.
That's me.
I'm like,
That's
babe,
me.
it is like
That's me
8:30
too.
in the morning.
If
Or,
I want to lay down at 8:30 because I'm tired, I'm going to lay down at 8:30 and go fuck to sleep.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah, bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Kathy will sleep too.
Yep. I won't be staying up past 9.
Well, yeah, we were in bed around 9:30, unless WrestleMania's on. But we could
I
talk
fell
about that.
asleep during WrestleMania.
We can talk about that in a minute. Who wants to take a break?
Let's take a break.
Break time. We'll catch you on the other side. Peace out. Guess what, everybody? We're back from the break. Everyone had a nice little pee
Let's
because
put some jammy pants on.
yes, because it's getting late.
Jam it
I guess it's
down.
not that late. It's past my bedtime then. So, what's been happening since the last time we were all sitting at a table together? Well, I can tell you, Google Stadia was announced. Did anybody watch this live stream that they did?
I didn't watch the live stream, but I looked at the article that you
No. What is it?
We did watch it. Kathy Brown, you must have forgotten. We watched the tail end of it.
I don't remember.
Well, it is Google's video game platform. It's not a console. It's basically
the streaming
it's their streaming service
that we
for
talked
games.
about
Yeah,
last time that we were very afraid that was
that-
going to happen.
Yeah, it was the rumor was going. The rumor was in the air last time we recorded, and it was fucking true. And I didn't think there'd be any way that they'd go whole hog on this so fast, because
I don't know how I feel about it.
fucking
I
hate
really
it.
don't.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't want to, and I can't wait till they sign something exclusive, and then I'm just like,
yep,
fuck you.
it's kind of if it gets popular, it is for us it's the death of video game ownership.
Damn.
Like you won't
No more physical
own shit
copies.
anymore. Nope.
No, you just pay a monthly fee.
I don't want to do that.
No.
Because in my mind, I had this thought earlier today when I was reading this article. If it's like Netflix and sometimes they take things away,
Yep.
sometimes people take a long time to play video games.
Yep.
What if they take it away before you beat that particular game? Like, or you start playing it before, they announce like the next week, hey, we're taking this away. That sucks.
Yep.
And for
That
somebody
sucks.
who goes back and plays games, it does suck.
Yeah, for someone like me, when I'm like, it's 3:00 in the morning, my eyes just pop up, and I'm like, I want to play Super Mario Bros. 2 right now. And like, if I can't do it within the next, day or two, and scratch that itch, even if I only play it for 5 minutes,
Yeah.
like, it will weigh on my mind for a very long time. I guess I'm just crazy, but
So do you think this will take hold? I mean,
I
I hope not.
I hope not.
I don't have a crystal ball, but the amount of bandwidth you would have to have for your home internet for this to work properly.
Stream video games, yeah.
Yes, because for people listening who don't know what it is, you won't have a console. All the computing power for the games will be on a server somewhere that you will just be getting a video feed that you're controlling. You're sending your controls back to that server farm, and it will spit the video back at you. And like, if you don't have a good internet connection, like it will make games unplayable.
so like, are you playing these games at the TV or at the computer?
Anywhere you can play them. It's just any place that has you can get a video signal. You can play. They announced or they showed their controller for the thing, and that's basically it. Like in the controller, one of the interesting things about the controller is that it has a Wi-Fi built in, so you could connect the controller to a Wi-Fi hotspot, and you just kind of you log on to your Google account. I imagine this stuff will, if it gets popular, it'll be built into TVs. Just Google Stadia will be a part of your TV, and you just launch that app, and you're playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey or whatever. That was the beta game that the rumor was going around that people were testing was Assassin's Creed Odyssey, If you signed up for the beta, you got the
The
you play that game for free.
The controller doesn't look too bad. It looks like the Switch.
Yeah, it has a few extra buttons on it. I didn't get too deep into the weeds about what exactly those buttons mean.
But the square button
the
and
ones in the middle.
These.
Yeah.
I mean, how did other companies feel about this? Like Sony and Nintendo. I mean, what do they think?
I'm sure.
I'm sure Microsoft's already getting on board. They're already.
They were almost on board last time.
They've got their own games as a service thing going on right now for their Game Pass, where you pay them $10 a month and you can play any game you want to, but you download them.
But you download it still.
Yes. And as long as you have Game Pass, you can play them. Similar with PS Plus. But I imagine with the next box that comes out of Microsoft, they will definitely have a streaming service with it. It'll probably be, here's another thing, you can get $30 a month. You get Game Pass, you get Xbox Live, and our new thing where you could Xbox everywhere. You can play Halo on your phone while you're taking a shit like this.
I mean, they sort of have been introducing us to these concepts with like the PlayStation membership, the Nintendo membership, the last 3 years.
But this is a whole nother.
This is just taking it to the next level.
This is a level of extreme that
it's like they skipped 10 levels.
Yeah, and I don't think the internet speed in this country is anywhere near what they think it is for this to be
just
viable.
In certain areas, probably.
But not even certain areas. It's just like
they couldn't have that big of a server farm to support it either. You think?
Well, not even that. Even if I'm just talking about at people's homes, like we can't even us with our country ass internet that we have right now. We can't even stream good quality. Like imagine
That's
us
true, we can't stream
trying to
at
play
all.
a game where I hit a button where I'm punching somebody. That input has to go over the internet several thousand miles to whatever East Coast server farm that would be. Hit that server, come right back at me, spit out a video signal, come right back at me, and it's just like that's never going to happen with the internet that we have right now.
No.
But they were the stuff I heard about it. The people were giving testimonies about it, saying that it worked better than they thought it would. So we shall see. But it's depressing. I think I don't like it.
I'm sad.
I didn't even like it when the Xbox One was coming out. It's like, it's not going to have a disk drive. I'm like, what? I don't want to download everything. That's going to be a nightmare. Like even when I do download big games that, like I bought Spider-Man on the Black Friday sale this past Black Friday on PSN and go to download it. I'm like, well, I'll see you in 2 days when it's finally done.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a dark dystopian future that I don't want to think about. And sorry, Google, I hope you fail. And I hope,
badly.
It's going to get there. It's going to get there, but God, give me another 15 years or something. Let me enjoy my physical media while I can.
I think they'll still. I think there's such a big community that still likes physical media.
Yeah.
Because they still release like movies.
Yeah. If anything, so we got E3 coming up in the next 2 months, month and a half. Mm-hmm. Everyone's backing out of it. Sony's not in it anymore.
Yeah.
Nintendo ain't been part of it in years. They just do a Nintendo Direct and that's it.
Yeah, the videos.
But Microsoft's still a part of it, and they're talking about they're going to do something big, which probably means they're going to announce a new system. They'll probably, if I had to guess, if I had to look into my crystal ball, it'll probably still be a very grounded system with a disk drive with all the stuff you expect, but then having the streaming service as well. And they'll probably hit that home pretty hard, and then 6 months from now, PlayStation will do this own event like in New York City or something where they announce the PlayStation 5 and they're like, and it just does this. Like they'll probably just fucking double down. Do y'all remember when the PS4 was announced and they just had those savage videos about, because Xbox One, when that originally announced, you couldn't play used games.
Yeah.
And they backpedaled that pretty hard, but they had those videos like, here's how you share games on the PS4, and it's just a dude handing a disc to another guy, and it's fucking hilarious.
Speaking of like conventions and stuff, PAX East was a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, and there was a big announcement. Do y'all know what that was?
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3. Did anybody watch that?
Bitch, yes, I did.
Apparently, that was live stream was a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of
watch
it, but I heard some things.
I saw the
What
trailer.
did you hear?
The trailer was.
They-
I liked the trailer.
They had
I'm
a
excited.
super hard time getting the trailer to play for the people who were there. Like they kept
That's
stuttering and
awkward.
stopping. They kept having to play it. The what's his name? The Gearbox guy, Randy Pitchford, was up there doing magic tricks. Which you've heard anything about him lately? He shouldn't have been up there doing magic tricks. That's all I'll say.
Oh,
If
God.
yeah, there was.
Wah, wah.
Y'all don't know about this?
No.
I'll just tell the story now.
Just tell me.
Shit.
Tell us.
He's playing magic tricks for little kids.
So
No, I'm just taking a guess.
apparently, this is a few months ago. He left a USB drive with sensitive gearbox material on it. Like I imagine there was a lot of. There's a lot of stuff about Borderlands 3 on there. Maybe.
Right.
That wasn't what was important about the story. What also was up there on this fucking company USB drive was a video, and I guess they did this now. If people, I was about to say young ladies, but I imagine people in general want to do it. They get online and they do things in front of the camera.
Oh, cam girls.
Cam girls, yes, that's the word for it.
Why do I know that?
But yes, they do things in live stream form in front of people and get money.
Yeah.
He had a video of this woman doing things, and she was very, very underage. Not underage. That's wrong. She was barely legal, let's say. And when it got out that he had this video of this woman who was producing a lot of liquid, he said it was magic because he's really into magic. And he got on this magic podcast and told everybody, he's like, this is why it's cool. Look at what she can do. That's fucking magic right there. And it's just fucking pornographic video on his work document thing.
It is a work USB.
Yes. And so when the Borderlands 3 trailer wasn't running right, he just gets out there and starts with magic tricks. I'm like, that's bad form, dude. Like, what are you thinking? Why even there, first of all?
Gosh.
I'm excited to play it.
Yes.
Like, I've been waiting for Borderlands 3 since the second one came out. I didn't play the pre-sequel or whatever. The fuck it
Pre-sequel was terrible.
I heard it was. That's
It's
why I didn't play it.
that's the one that took place on the moon of Pandora.
Yeah, it's
Is the name of the
the world.
planet, and you had to collect oxygen, and it was bad.
That mechanic just seemed terrible.
Yep, and it's like they wanted to. I guess they wanted to add something else for you to collect and build up your loot with. Like, I got a green oxygen container, I got a purple or whatever. An oxygen container was the worst idea they could have thought of.
Yeah.
But I only played it because it came with the
Handsome collection.
Handsome Collection, and I wanted to play Borderlands 2 again. And Borderlands 2 starts off slow, so I didn't get that far into it.
I thought 1 started slow.
Well, I love 1. I love 1. I want to buy the remaster, but I haven't seen it anywhere. I thought it was announced at this thing too, and I thought it was out before the end of the week, but I could have been wrong. But the trailer doesn't show a ton of things. You see the new classes, and they talked about them. Let me pull up this article. I think one of them was a Beastmaster.
I'm definitely going to be like the Meiji type person again.
Siren?
I played as Maya in the second one, and I played as Lilith in the first one.
Yeah,
Like,
those are the sirens.
Yeah. Give me the magic.
Yep, September 13th is when it will be available.
Oh, snap.
Looks like you'll be able to go to different planets this time. They showed some of that in
shit.
in the trailer. There's a big city that they show at one point.
I saw Lilith in the trailer, so like
Yeah,
and Maya, like old characters.
Yeah, they're
show
bringing back the
up
old
again.
old
I saw Tiny
characters.
Tina. All around the cactus plant, the stalker chased the bandit. I love Tiny Tina.
I just hope, and they showed the villains who looked very cartoony.
Yeah.
They had the different black and white hair. Mm-hmm. I just hope that. Borderlands 2 was a long time ago.
It was.
2012, I think, it's 7 years ago. I hope they took a lot in over these past 7 years and built up a lot. I hope they don't make it like a Destiny, where you're expected to, do your dailies and do your runs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because the first Borderlands was like damn near perfect for me. Like it was just a long game where you're building up your character and you just feel like a badass, and the numbers go up. They're awesome. And I also hope that they let me fucking get equipment. Let me get gear. Let me get armor.
I think I like the story in 2 more.
What, Handsome Jack?
Yeah. Well, and the twist with Angel.
Oh, she turned out to be the bad guy. I only played through Borderlands 2 once. The 3 times I played through Borderlands 1, it's very different. But I didn't even get the DLC for 2. There was something about 2 that
I didn't do the DLC.
I liked it in the end, but I didn't come back for more like I did Borderlands 1.
Yeah.
Borderlands 1 felt so different and fresh and new. And I'm not expecting that with this one because it's got a 3 at the end. But I'm pumped. I feel like every time Gearbox have announced a new thing, like what's that last game they did? The MOBA looking thing with the big dude.
Oh.
Battle Cry? No.
Battle Right?
I don't know. But every time they announce something new like that, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Just do fucking Borderlands. Like, what the fuck are you thinking? But that's September 13th.
Yeah.
Get your pre-order in now, Captain Brown, at a local GameStop.
I don't work there anymore. I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah. Do you need a CD cleaner? So, next on this list, I put all this up here actually.
You did.
Nintendo Labo VR. They announced that it will work with Super Mario Odyssey and Breath of the Wild. Did anybody watch the videos of this stuff?
No, but I don't know how I
don't
feel
want
about
Lobo to work.
Yeah, I don't want Lobo to be a thing. I don't want the VR Lobo to be a thing.
It's coming.
Like the cardboard. I have
too much shit already. There's too much shit in the house. It's
gonna be Guitar Hero Live all over again.
Well, I want to try it, but in the videos.
Watching the videos right now, looks like you're looking at Mario.
Well, in Super Mario Odyssey, they already announced that it's just going to be a bite-sized type of thing.
Are you looking at a bird's ass?
Yep, it's not a bird's ass, thankfully, but they're just smaller versions of the levels where you're basically just looking at one perspective and you're collecting coins. It's just it looks like a tech demo for Super Mario Odyssey in VR. But Breath of the Wild, they are saying that you can play through that entire game in VR. I don't know what that means. I sincerely doubt it because I don't think the Switch is powerful enough to do anything in VR, let alone Breath of the Wild, which pushed that fucking system beyond its limits. Like, that game chugged a lot of the time. Just playing it regularly and trying to play anything in VR that chugs or doesn't run at a smooth frame rate will make you sick as fuck. So,
That's why they're coming out with Switch whatever 2.0.
Mm-hmm.
What, with a different screen or something?
Yeah, that was
Apparently they're having a more beefy Switch come out.
I heard there was two. There was going to be 2. One's going to be
Beefy.
a beefy Switch. That's the official name.
Beefy Switch.
And then there was one that was just going to be focused on the handheld mode. No TV docket at all. It's just handheld.
So they're pretty much breaking it back apart.
Yep. Fuck it. Even though I don't think there'll be Switch beef exclusive games. I doubt that.
Switchy P.
I really like our Switch because I like the fact that I can just pick it up and play it if you want to play something else on the TV. And like if you're done, I can put it on the dock and I can play on the TV.
Yeah, it's a cool thing. If they do one that's portable only, I wouldn't be worried about it.
I have a DS.
Yeah, I wouldn't be worried. I wouldn't be worried about it. Them branching back off again. You know what I mean? I think this is just Nintendo's going to Nintendo. They're going to make their money, and they always do something to fucking. Well, they used to. They always used to do something that would break off their systems, like with the 3DS.
Switch U.
Yeah,
No, not again.
Switch U coming.
But with the 3DS, they had the new 3DS that came out towards the end of that lifespan, and there was a few new 3DS only games, like
Do
2.
we have the new 3DS or we have like the regular 3DS? We have the new 3DS.
But then they had a 2DS come out, and then they're gonna milk the shit out of this.
They're gonna do what they can do.
Really?
It was kind of weird that they didn't. I guess the Wii U wasn't popular enough for them to do that, but it's weird that they didn't do that with the Wii U. They didn't do it with the Wii really either. except for that Canadian Wii that didn't have internet, and it was red.
We
Wii, eh?
How strange.
So what we got next? I will probably get Labo VR, and just to see what it can do.
And we'll probably play it because you have it.
Yes, that's fine.
I'm ready to look up a bird's ass.
I don't want that big ass thing. I just want the basic, which I think is only like $40. The basic headset thing.
Okay.
So next on this list is Persona 5 Royal. We talked about Persona 5 earlier in the podcast. I'm completely off track now. So I think all this stuff is just rumor and innuendo right now. But
Just a new dick wagon.
yes, it seems like Atlas is poised to announce Persona 5 Royal. I want to call it Royale.
It's spelled Royale.
That's Royal, is it?
It's
No, it's Royale. Royale is Royale. Royal would just be with an L. If there's an E on the end, it's Royale.
Let's just call it Persona 5R.
Yeah, 5R. That will work. Based on what I could tell about what I've read about this is just going to be an enhanced version for the PS4 only, is what I've been reading.
What's going to be enhanced?
So
about
there's going to be an extra epilogue added to the game. Having beat the game,
Double toilets.
it was pretty wrapped up like nicely. I mean, you might fight a bigger dick carriage. I don't know, but
double the dicks.
double the dicks.
carriages.
Double the dicks, double
why
the
do we
fun.
call it Persona 5 dicks? But also,
5D.
there's going to be more personas that you can collect and more characters to interact with, have social links with. And the other big thing was that you could make a female main character
Which my dick.
You could do that in Persona 3.
on the PSP.
Yeah,
Not in the
that's
original
true, not
release.
on the
It was
original.
yeah. So they've had a history of doing this type of thing where they release a Persona game and then 2 years later they release the definitive Persona game. But then there was also Persona S, which was another rumor going around, and that is supposed to be the Switch version of the game that is just the current PS4 version. None of the enhanced stuff. Just the current
What?
PS4s. You'd have to ask Atlas that one.
Stupid.
You should have just waited to get it on the Switch. I play that shit everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd take it to work with me. Play it on my lunch
That's
break.
true.
They would just hear me in the back.
Yeah. But that seems. If I had to pick between R and S, I'd probably go S.
Yeah.
It's just because
You'd probably replay it on the Switch.
I'd replay it on the Switch for the portability. I don't know if I'd replay it for a handful of extra stuff and then hope that the epilogue is worth my time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Watch it on
You said you got
Yeah.
like the good ending.
I got the good ending, yes.
I
I
mean,
wonder
it's
what
cool
ending I'm
if
gonna
you
get.
haven't played it before and you look back and you like have two options. But I don't know. If I read a book or if I watch a movie, I don't.
You
or
don't
if I play
reread
a game,
it.
I don't want to play it again. Like there's tons of other shit out there, new shit for me to do.
Yeah, we had this conversation on the first podcast. I was like, you don't understand people like me who go and replay games and like triple dip in the Stardew Valley for like 3 different consoles.
Well, I bought Stardew Valley like 4 times. I know about that. But
Yeah, you did.
there's certain games that whenever they come out and are re-released, I will buy and I will beat them. Ocarina of Time, Legend of Zelda is one of them. Anytime it's come out on something, I bought it and beat it. And Castlevania Symphony of the Night is another one. Like
Maybe if it's been long enough, but
it could be a month.
Yeah.
I freaking
like with Persona 5, I don't think it's been long enough.
well, it's 2 years old.
That's not old.
It's old enough for Atlas to re-release another one.
You don't get to do that yet.
So here's what we got
I'm gonna
next.
be ahead of you by the end of tomorrow.
Whatever.
Damn, son.
You're gonna get
Gauntlet is
20
thrown
hours.
down.
Hey,
Marathon.
what if it takes me shorter?
Yeah. He's just going to hammer on the X button, skip past all the dialogue. It's like, I'm ahead of you. I don't know what's happening. But
You need to read the dialogue.
Trying to
so
get
you
to
know what's
the-
happening.
The boob boss.
you need to fight the dick carriage.
Yeah, you need to find Dick Carrot.
Have your innocence swept away. So this leaked earlier this week. The trailer for this game just popped off a few hours ago. I watched it before we left the house. It's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, the new game from Respawn.
Give me.
Josh is all about it.
I love the Titanfall.
Titanfall is awesome. Modern
Yeah,
Warfare
he
2
likes-
is awesome.
They do a really good job at storytelling.
They do a good job at movement too. Like when they showed the dude wall running, I was like, sold.
Yeah.
Done. Got it.
I even
Single
like
player
Titanfall.
game, no loot
Yeah,
boxes.
Titanfall's awesome.
Nice.
So it's going to be just a proper single player game
Yep.
that you
Yep.
get the same experience from another person. I can't wait.
Don't you want?
Did y'all watch the trailer?
You want KOTOR.
I did.
You want a
Yeah, I want a
KOTOR.
proper KOTOR 3, but that ain't going to happen.
Yeah,
because Bioware
yeah,
sucks.
Bioware's gonna get probably flushed down the toilet before this time next year.
It's like that famous EA where they take the person out and it's like the 3 other companies laying in the grave, and then he turns around and he's like, "What?" And then it shoots him in the head.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would love to have a KOTOR proper like 3, but it ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So Respawn, thank you for
But this is not going to be
Making
an RPG.
yeah.
This will
I'm
probably
thinking more of what's that game? Star Killer.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah, I like
God.
those 2 games.
You ever pull something out the back of your head and it hurts?
Yeah,
It's like, okay.
yeah. I enjoyed those.
Did
2
y'all
games.
watch the trailer?
Yes.
Did you watch the trailer?
I didn't.
Kathy heard the trailer.
I did.
For the majority of the trailer, I didn't think you'd be playing as Jedi. They mislead you a little bit.
Would
Like
you
you're just gonna be
not?
like a
Be playing as a Jedi? I feel like that would be something I would expect
eh,
in a Star Wars game for like me to play a Jedi game.
No, you played a Sith in fucking the game that he just said.
Force Unleashed.
Yeah,
I haven't
there you go.
played a Star Wars game.
I didn't
I've
write
never
that to
played a Star
memory
Wars
yet.
game.
Yeah.
As much as I like the movies, I've just
See,
never played one.
ironically, the one Star Wars game I own, you do not play as a Jedi. That was Shadows of the Empire on
Gosh, that
164.
looks good.
You play as Dash Rendar, Han Solo Jr., as I like to call him. But yeah, it seemed like you I want to call the dude who looks like a street rat. He looks like fucking Aladdin, like running around.
This guy,
Yeah,
the kid.
yes,
And it's coming out this year too.
Yes,
It's not
which-
something we have to wait like
the dates at the
the 15th of November.
15th of
Damn.
November. Yes,
There's a
right.
lot of games coming out this
Yeah,
year.
they're popping off fast and fresh in
I'm
the past
hoping-
couple of weeks.
I'm hoping that it's not one of those things where like we
He
think
is a
it's gonna
scruffy
come out
little
this
nerf
time.
herder.
Well, we don't get to say that.
It's our word.
But looks a lot of fun. I'm hoping that
I'm ready to see some gameplay.
yeah,
So it's single player.
Yes,
no
which I'm down
multiplayer.
for. I wonder how the structure of the game will be. I wonder if it will be like Titanfall, where there's distinct levels, or
Linear experience all the way
or
through.
it will be more of a open worldish type of thing. I couldn't tell them moving between a lot of different worlds in the trailer. But
I'm okay with it not being open world. I'm tired of being
yeah,
able
having
to
just a
go do
checklist.
whatever I want. I want. Sometimes I just like games that take me from the beginning to end.
Yes,
Just let me be linear.
yes.
I don't need to make choices of whether I'm gonna go fucking loot a berry off a tree or kill some.
I feel like my
Notes.
ideal scenario would be like a God of War on the PS4 type
Yeah,
setup,
there we
where you're backtracking a little bit, but you're not.
Game of the year last year.
You're still running through linear levels.
Yeah.
So are games like this canon to the universe?
I don't know if they've announced that or yet. I
You
mean,
have
it
to
should
ask
be.
George Lucas that.
Well, like they decanonized a lot of stuff when Disney bought it, and everything past that point was supposed to be canon. So I think it is canon.
Well, like the cartoon? Or...
Yeah.
So the cartoon's not canon anymore?
The
Which one? The one that took place between 2 and 3?
Clone Wars is canon.
So the is it Cartoon Network that owns that property?
Yep.
Yeah. But they're
The
releasing a
Samurai
last.
Jack people.
They're doing a last season because it kind of ended abruptly. So they're doing a last season this year on Disney Plus.
Okay,
That's canon.
that's canon.
Anything that was like extended universe is just that now. It's not
It's
canon.
extending.
Yeah,
Okay.
I read a bunch of the extended universe
What about all
books
the
back in the
novels
day.
they released?
Nope. Only the new novels. Anything
Like
that came
Solo and
after.
stuff?
Yeah,
Like
everything
the
that came
Solo?
after Disney bought it, those are canon. But,
Okay. Anything before that
mm-mm.
was not.
So even Force Unleashed, it's not canon.
Okay.
So we're still stuck with Jar Jar Binks
Yes.
Yeah, unfortunately.
and
Who's the real Sith Lord?
bitch ass Anakin, where he can't stand sand.
Anakin's such a little whiny little prick. Anakin's a little whiny bitch. Don't look at me like that. You know it. Hayden Christensen was bad actor. That
Whatever.
was
When he
miscast.
killed them kids in 3, I was like, yes.
The
Are you gonna
younglings.
actually drink
Yes.
the drink?
I'm.
Someone's
Look.
babysitting on the Pixel Pub.
I am.
Okay.
I am babysitting my drink because a little earlier my teeth started getting numb and I didn't want to like get all crazy on the podcast.
All right, well,
Before you know it, you'll be on a Lush website just buying shit.
treat yourself.
God damn it.
You went there
we
yesterday.
didn't tell that story when we were talking about the playthrough convention.
I mean, we're getting down to.
We have some closing thoughts.
Jumping ahead.
Okay.
So
Kathy
next
and I will
up,
tell her story.
I just don't want you to waste my monster.
next up on this list, we got Fire Emblem Three Houses, which is hitting the Switch on July 12th, which is soon. Kathy
I
Brown.
put that on there for Kathy.
Kathy Brown was telling me not even a couple hours ago that she is getting tired of strategy games. So we'll see how she feels when this game comes out.
It's true. I feel like Fire Emblem Awakening, I think, is the best. And I've played a lot of Fire Emblem since then. Just kind of binged Fire Emblem.
Yep.
Doing Stella Glow, which is a strategy game, and then Fire Emblem Conquest, Fire Emblem Birthright, Fire Emblem Echoes. I mean, that's a lot of Fire Emblems.
You get a Fire Emblem, and you get a Fire Emblem.
But this one's on the
It's a Fire
Switch.
Emblem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to playing it, but I got a little frustrated. I was playing Fire Emblem Echoes, which has amazing voice acting, by the way, and a great story.
Can't tell if you're being sarcastic.
No, it really is amazing. I really
I
appreciate
love a
it.
game with good voice acting.
And it just got
Anybody's ever
really
said that
hard
before.
really quick.
It's the voice acting.
So, I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling this summer. You never know.
That's why I like Bioshock Infinite so much. The voice acting in that game, spot on.
With Elizabeth. Elizabeth. So, we also got Dragon Quest Builders 2 coming out on the Switch, also on July 12th. July 12th seems like to be a hot day
Hot day?
on Nintendo Land. So, we have not played the first Dragon Quest Builders.
No, what is it, like Minecraft?
It's similar. It looks like Minecraft, definitely, with Dragon Quest infusion into it. What I didn't like about the first Dragon Quest, just playing the demo, is that you build things, but you have to build things the way the game wants you to. So you start out with this little settlement where it's like, hey, fill in this hole in the wall. I'm like, that's not fun. I want to make my own thing. And it just seemed overly structured for a game that is going after a Minecraft vibe.
I know a lot of people like Minecraft,
I
but
just saw Dragon Quest and I thought Kathy would like it.
yeah, well,
I'm hoping. A lot of people really like that game. I just played the demo and that turned me off of it. I'm hoping with this new one, I've got my own. I hope that they branch out and make it a little bit more broad.
I don't tend to be one that likes games, creative games, just for creativity's sake, and I think that's
That's
really
weird.
odd for me to
Yeah,
say.
that is really odd for you to say, Kathy.
But it's true. I like to have a goal, and I like to be working towards a certain thing. I don't necessarily love for it to be so open. They're cool when I play them, and then they lose my interest.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought Minecraft on the Xbox 360, and I think she wouldn't even look at it. She's like, "What the fuck?"
But your nephew loves creative games. Like he's
Minecraft's
I played the shit out of
Totally.
Minecraft.
Yeah.
I just wanted those
Opposite.
achievements. Like, I spent hours trying to get that on a real achievement on my own.
We
I built a
played.
castle.
We played so much Minecraft. We had our own private server and
that's so funny.
rebuilt things that we were like, we should do that.
I build it, and then I'm like, why am I even doing this? Like, I feel like there's not a reward for me, I guess.
Minecraft is very much like you can play it solo, but you got to play it with a group of people because at that point you're like, you go get sand because we need to
Oh, maybe it would be more fun
make
that
windows,
way.
and you go
I
get.
definitely
Maybe
played it
that's
by
what
myself.
I'm
I was like,
missing.
I want to make a house. Look at me.
The rail that I made was like a roller coaster because I was like, if I build it as high as I can, and then I can get enough momentum to get that achievement so I don't have to find gold. So I had to make those power rails. I just didn't want to do that.
Your love is
What's Superland?
I added this on the today. I added it for me personally, just because I don't want to forget about the game because it's on early access. I believe just on the PC.
Okay.
It is a game. It has a unique look, where it's very much you're these red and blue characters, these stick men,
Like
basically.
Gumby.
Yeah, like Gumby, and you're like in this kid's backyard. Like you're very very small.
Okay.
Everything's to scale. But looking at it, it looks like it plays a lot like a Zelda game, like a first-person Zelda game. And the stuff that I watched, you're collecting coins that you find throughout the environment. You're buying upgrades to your character, like a double jump, like a better sword, and all this other stuff to unlock more little quests for you to do. I don't know. It just looked really cool to me, and I wanted to mention it because I will forget about it in a few weeks, and I don't want to because I'm hoping it comes out on consoles or, Switch or whatever, just so I can mess around with it because I don't really play a lot of games on the PC, and I think it looked really cool. And I love games that
Looks super cute.
with just a lot of like simple upgrades, like a double jump or like a more range to your melee weapon, stuff like that. That's not really news, but I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
So that was all the news that we had. So we just got a fat list of random stuff at the end here. So we talked about playthrough for a little bit.
Should we talk about that margarita that you two split that Andy had to help you out with?
Oh my god.
After
Can we
after
flash
playthrough,
back to last year?
yeah, we have a tradition now.
Yeah.
Yep, we do.
And because of this tradition, so last year after the gaming convention, we went to, there's like a Mexican restaurant by a mall. Mm-hmm. And Kathy and I split a pitcher of margaritas.
Had no problem drinking it.
No problem drinking it then. Got up, giggled, and stumbled our ass to the mall. Mm-hmm. And I spent a little too much money at Lush Cosmetics.
With
Love
some bath
Lush.
bombs.
Yep.
Got me some bath bombs, and my husband was standing beside. Well, no, you were my fiance at the time.
Yep.
Fiance was standing beside me. I looked at him right in his face, my little glassed over eyes, and I was like, "Treat yourself." And I inserted the card into the machine,
And she was treated.
and I was treated.
You definitely you treated your bank account very badly that day.
She treated it like a bitch.
And then this year,
Tried to do it again.
Yep. We were like, we had a good time. Let's replay. And struggled.
Y'all didn't do too good on the
we
margarita.
could not finish this
Shelby had
fucking margarita.
3 pretty quickly right off the bat.
I did. I was really thirsty, and I was like, "Ooh, let me drink these really quick." They fucking hit me.
I was drinking them slow, but I'm kind of easing back into margaritas. Had a bad experience.
At my bachelorette weekend.
And it took me, I don't know, how long has it been? A good year.
Bachelorette week
A good
was
year
it
to drink them again.
April of last year.
Yeah, so it took me over a year to be able to even drink a margarita again.
Yeah.
And this was kind of my second rodeo with a margarita, so I was kind of taking it a little easy. So Andy had to help.
Yeah, I don't even like margaritas, honestly.
Were you feeling it though?
You
I
had
feel like
half
you
of
were
it
feeling
left.
it.
No.
I was feeling it because I had drank them a little too fast, and I spent more money than I did last year.
Did go to the Lush and more money was spent.
Oh, we did. Yep.
And
To the point I had to give my husband my debit card.
Which I gave back to her the next day.
When we went to
my
Think
favorite,
Geek.
my favorite part was the hunt for Persona 5. That's what got y'all
Oh,
wanting to play
yeah.
Persona 5. It's like, well, let's go to this Best Buy. Let's ask this dude. Let's ask that dude. What's it? Maybe it's down this aisle. Like,
Let's
we had to
order
find
it on.
Persona
I was
5
like, I
that day.
need this game.
So I bought it on Best Buy.
And got it shipped to the house.
Yeah. Came a day early.
I did, and I got to
on
play
Monday
it.
instead
and
of a Tuesday.
I'm happy. 20 hours in.
And me and Kathy, alcohol was not involved, but we spent too much money
Playthrough.
playing or buying old games at the convention, which should have been expected. I wasn't expecting to spend as much money on one game,
Which game?
Earthbound.
Well,
But when you
I
see
was
it for that
happy.
price, you get it.
yep. And I'd been wanting it for 2 years. Had it on my birthday and Christmas list. Never got it. So I was going to get it myself.
Was it hard to find?
I mean,
that
you
why
can
it's
order it
expensive?
online. Yeah, I guess so. I almost bought it from the guy one time. He had a collection, not unlike Josh just showed us, of games that he'd found in a box at his parents' house. And he was going to sell it to me for like $160 or something. I almost bought it
I
then.
thought he wanted
That's
like 200
expensive.
for it.
Huh?
I thought he wanted like 200 for it.
Well, I don't know. But I didn't buy it. And I got a better deal.
And once again, we have a gaming hall. Search Kathy Plays Classics. You'll see our latest gaming hall. You can see Earthbound and all the other stuff that we got for the past. I think that was our first gaming haul since January.
Yeah.
It was
So it's a big haul.
it was a big one. I believe I called it a mega gaming haul.
Mega game.
Super mega gaming hall.
Another thing that people probably don't know about us is that we're wrestling fans.
Oh,
So something happened last
I think I give off that vibe.
Do
Even
you?
my voice is just like
Brother.
that fucker.
brother.
He's part of the poor people who like to wrestling.
I tell people at work, like, I'll ask, I'll be like, anybody else watch
Did y'all watch WrestleMania?
SmackDown last night? Just me? Okay, I'm white trash. Bye.
No, dude,
I'm trailer
it's
trash.
fun to like. So I went into denial for a long time, like after high school, where I was like, I'm too old for that shit now. But it's just fucking fun to watch
entertaining.
and to make fun.
Yeah.
And it's just fun to make fun of, you
Yeah.
know. And if you like musicals, or if you like anything that has to do with theater or
Live action.
yeah,
Acting
that's
or
what
gymnastics.
it's just theater taken to another level with the physical part, which a lot of people
Yeah.
in theater probably couldn't do that physical part.
Well,
I feel like
mean,
we're
if
getting
they
overly
took-
defensive about this.
Yeah.
Why are we talking about this? WrestleMania 35 was last weekend, and guess what? It was actually good. Past 4 WrestleManias,
All 19 hours of it.
5 WrestleManias have been
Fuck,
bad.
I fell asleep.
It was way
I
too
did
long.
too.
All 19 hours of WrestleMania plus the pre-show.
The main event started on Monday morning, which should tell you all you need to know about how long that fucking show was.
Yeah. God damn.
I don't know
Kofi
the
Mania.
the
Mania.
likelihood of anybody who is in the WWE listening to this, but if you are, come on, let's ease back
On
the
the
amount
off
of
chance that you
Cut
are,
it in half.
either start earlier, fuck the people on the West Coast.
make it a couple days, make it a whole thing. I don't know, NXT takeover. I don't know, pre WrestleMania, and then
Or do it
like-
on Saturday.
I know that they bounce around all over the country for WrestleMania, but this year I know that they were also fucked because New Japan and Ring of Honor were doing the Madison Square Garden show on Saturday. But if they weren't, I would just say, okay, WrestleMania Night 1 is at Madison Square Garden. That's where you're going to see, the Raw Tag Team Championship match, which nobody cared about.
Yeah.
Probably the SmackDown one, which was fun, but probably nobody cared about. You probably could have done Miz and
Shane.
Shane, and that would have been.
It was a good match.
It was a good match, but it'd probably been more fun in a smaller environment,
Yeah.
yeah, people could actually.
like the arenas they used to do back in the day. They
Okay.
didn't used to do big stadiums like this.
Okay.
And then WrestleMania 35 Night 2 would be your prestige show where the big titles are on the line. You get Brock, you get Kofi and Bryan, and you get the women.
Yeah.
I don't know. I say mix it up because, when you're watching WrestleMania, you can't have like excitement after excitement.
Yeah, you get
have
fatigued
to
after a while.
And then that's why they laid it out the way they did. If no one watched it, they had 3 big matches. Seth and Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. It opened the show, surprisingly.
That was really surprising.
And Kofi and Daniel Bryan for the WWE title.
That was kind of in the middle.
In the middle, and Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair. Both the Raw and SmackDown titles on the line was the main event, and by that time, everyone was asleep because it was 12:30 in the morning.
Which is a shame because it was the first all women.
It was the very first women's main event for WrestleMania.
But after watching, 7 hours of wrestling, you got to be tired.
I can't imagine the
Starts
people
to
in
get
that
a little-
stadium were still.
Yeah, and I wonder how those 3 in particular felt, because it has to be an honor to be at the main event, but you have to know going in, it's like no one's going to care in the arena. No one's going to care at home probably, because it's going to be late.
Well, I don't know because what time is it in California?
Yeah,
at
that's
that
true.
point?
It'd be 9:30.
Exactly.
Can we
That's what I'm. I don't know.
talk
I
about
feel like we
that
get
botched
screwed over.
ending?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
Her
so
shoulder wasn't down, was it?
it was not.
the referee, I guess, started a little too early, or Ronda was being a little too rambunctious.
She raised her shoulder.
Oh yeah, she raised her shoulder.
And Corey Graves called it. He said Ronda Rousey raised her shoulder, and they ran the replay of it, and no one else mentioned it again. They didn't mention it on Raw. They didn't talk about it.
Well, I think she was. Well, she wanted to kind of get rid of the title because she wants to retire and
She wants
start
to
a
have
family
some
and stuff.
babies.
I think she just got overzealous. I think if anybody watched Ronda Rousey wrestle, she is.
Not great.
No, she's
good. She's just.
Her mic. Her
Yeah, she
mic
can't.
skills are
She can't
fucking-
talk worth shit, but she is very.
baby shit.
She's kind of all over the place. Like she is.
scrappy.
Yes, she moves around very quickly. She moves around very forcefully, and I feel like she was just being dramatic, trying to kick out, and actually kicked out.
Yeah.
And they weren't expecting that.
And they just ran with it.
It's got to be difficult to come from a sport where
You actually
you are
hit
trying
people?
to hurt someone and actually trying to do, some sort of damage to coming to a pre-approved
Yeah, probably is.
situation.
How about them iconics?
Iconic.
Iconic.
Yeah.
They
They surprisingly won. I didn't think they were going to win.
I didn't think they were gonna win. I lost my shit.
Yeah.
I thought for sure it was a natty freaking Beth Phoenix.
I thought it was going to be
But
a retain, but when I saw that they did the Hall of Fame thing right before that match, and they talked about the Hart Foundation being in it, and then Bret Hart came out with Natalia. I'm like, okay, they're winning because they're going to channel the Hart Foundation. They'll probably do the heart attack.
I don't know, because my thing about that is, the Iconics are a tag team. Like, they're called the Iconics. It's not Natalia and Beth Phoenix. It's not
Nia and Jax.
Nia Jax and Tamina.
But they do have a name. It's the
Samoan.
Charisma Vacuums. I can't they definitely have a name. Though. I can't remember
Sasha
what it
Banks
is.
and Bailey. I mean, they call themselves the Boston Hug Connection, but that's fucking stupid. Iconics, they're a true tag team. Like,
Yeah.
they don't have separate names. They're a team.
They live and bleed. Yeah.
So they
are
deserve a tag team title because they're the only true tag team out of all 4 of those tag teams.
Whatever, the Riot Squad.
Well, the Riot Squad's
Liv
legit.
don't do shit.
Yes, she does. She gets her ass kicked.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
it's pretty
She
good.
gets her ass kicked very well.
She does a really good job at being.
You mean
Harley
Alexa
Quinn.
Bliss's younger sister?
Yeah, Elizabeth's younger sister who also has a pig.
I love it. I follow Larry the Pig on Instagram.
Kathy does too, I think.
Yeah, he started
That
following.
pig is the size of her.
Yeah.
Pig is
He's so
huge.
cute
want a pig.
and round.
I don't know how Alexa Bliss is going to get a man in her life.
Doesn't she?
She's engaged. She's
She's
engaged to
really?
Buddy Murphy. He was the
wow.
cruiserweight champion.
So that's got to be weird to come home and be like, oh, it's a pig. Just a big old
He
pig
has
here.
his own, so she has him blocked off in this own little area of the house.
But it's
that's
still a
his.
pig.
A big old pig here.
They act like dogs,
Big
and
pigs
they
should stay on the
they-
outside.
shit just like cats in a litter box.
I don't want to be part of the training of a pig to shit in a litter box.
If pigs
Same
get
thing
too
you do
hungry,
with a
they'll
cat.
eat you. They will.
Yeah, you die near a pig, and
No, not even.
We have enough leftovers we could feed a pig.
Have y'all seen Hannibal?
No.
He doesn't feed them
Those
pigs
are
for a long
hogs.
time, and
right?
Yeah, there's
They're
difference between
hogs.
pigs and hogs.
Oh my gosh. But probably the same with a dog or any other animal you got. They'll probably
Yeah, Lilu's gonna
Whatever.
eat us if we die,
it's
and
close enough.
And she's over there plotting.
But I don't know. Lilu, you gonna eat us?
Lila, you gonna eat us?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I am.
I don't know. All around, I thought WrestleMania was good. Like
It's good, especially because
That Kofi match lasted forever. It was good, but like after kick out after kick out after kick out, I'm like, okay, we can end it now.
I miss the golden days when like you got your jackknife power bomb or your stone cold stunner. For the most part, you're down. But now
That's
they're
just at
like,
WrestleMania. How many Stone Cold Stunners did The Rock kick out of?
yeah.
A lot.
But it seems to happen a little too much now, even
it's-
on Raw.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
little
it's
silly.
way overdone nowadays.
they're like,
I'm gonna rewatch the Demon match because I missed it, and I love the Demon.
If you
it
want
was
to-
pretty cool to see him powerbomb fucking Bobby Lashley. You're like,
Yeah.
this,
He powerbombed him.
yeah.
God damn.
Bobby Lashley's like a good foot taller than that dude.
Yeah.
And
Well, Finn's small.
he's basically made of sausage.
Fergal.
Fergal.
Fergal Devitt.
McFergal.
And we should do just a wrestling.
Yeah, I could. Also, NXT Takeover was last weekend too. It was on Friday.
I enjoyed that more
Yes,
than WrestleMania.
Yes, it is what y'all want. It is concise. It is 2.5 hours, 3 hours long, and it is top to bottom, nonstop action, stacked card.
I just want to see
Matt
the
Riddle's
Princess of the
hilarious.
Sky.
I thought Riddle was
love
going to win
that
that match.
Yeah, I thought he
that
was
was a
gonna win,
fucking amazing match.
Yeah.
I thought he was about to win it, and then they had like sort of the sly, quick pin.
Yeah.
Bro.
I could go on a diatribe about why Walter versus Pete Dunne was the best match of the entire weekend.
Volta.
Volta. And Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano was really good too. But it took a long. You talking about a long match?
Yeah. Which one's the one that doesn't wear shoes?
Matt
Matt
Riddle.
Matt Riddle.
Oh.
Trivia.
He wears them flip flops or whatever out to the ring, and then he kicks them off out into the crowd.
He does.
He jumps up and
ridiculous.
kicks both of his legs at the same
Are we
time.
watching
They go
NXT
flying.
this week?
Yeah, he's so high.
Oh, this week they're doing Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler for the title. If Kairi Sane doesn't win, she will never get a title shot again, which means she's going to lose and go to the main
Never
roster.
again.
Oh yeah.
That's usually what that means.
I love the Japanese wrestlers.
Yes.
Asuka, she's great.
Io Shirai.
Yeah,
Shirai's
Shirai
good.
is great too.
Too bad
I feel
WWE
like
doesn't
they-
know how to do anything with
I
them.
know they buried Shinsuke because he was a big deal for a
Yeah.
little bit.
He was huge, and then
that.
he couldn't beat AJ, and then he started wearing a full bodysuit, and now he's with Rusev, and he,
That is the oddest matchup.
Yes.
Can I say that?
yeah,
What was weird? So what was weird about the whole thing is like not even a pay-per-view before then they were fucking fighting.
yep. Now they're buddies.
So apparently, I was reading this earlier today. They're gonna have like a continuity writer. They're
Oh
trying
yeah,
to hire.
they put out or not a resume, but a job search for that.
Yeah, there you go. You need to put in for that.
I've always heard that WWE does not like to hire fans, which is weird if they want to get a continuity person because it's like, no.
gotta
Last
watch
time
all
Edge was in the ring, he did not like Becky Lynch. Like, you can't come back and praise her. Like,
I'm about to buy this iconic sweatshirt. It's on
they do
sale.
have a for people. Well, you can't see it because it's not video, but their logo is just two eyes, uppercase eyes. One is pink, purplish. The other one is
It's blue.
baby
Pink and
blue.
blue.
So okay, are they?
They're
Are they
not
lovers?
lesbians.
No.
They're best friends.
Have you seen? You should watch some of their
Their Snapchat
their
videos are
Snapchat stuff,
hilarious.
especially from when they were in NXT. And
Yeah.
they were bothering Johnny Gargano and Hideo Itami.
They
It's
just they
it's
just
hilarious.
like pick on people all the time. It's great.
Hmm.
They have a good friendship.
Yeah.
Apparently, they went to
sure
the
it could-
same high
I'm
school
sure
in
it could get really deep.
Australia.
After a while.
I think Peyton Royce is engaged to Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10.
Oh, how strange.
And he recently quit the company.
Did
Talk about
he?
people being unhappy. Yep. He got his release.
Do I want the iconic sweatshirt or do I want a t-shirt?
I want that Razor Ramon jacket. The one that's got the purple sleeve and it's got a big picture of him on the back.
That's awesome. I will raise a rumble. Yeah, I guess that's the
40%
wrap on
off.
wrestling.
That's it. That's I mean,
$16.
Is that a wrap on?
Deal.
I could talk about it for another, day and a half, but
Watch out for
He could.
pixel squared
Circle.
pixel circle.
the
Pixel Pop?
the iconic podcast.
The iconic.
Iconics.
Where we have a dissertation written about why the Iconics are Team Rocket from Pokemon.
Pretty much are.
No, they're edging Christian. They're totally edging Christian.
Yeah.
They're gonna go out there and
Female Edge and Christian.
they're gonna be like, for the benefit of those with flash photography, even though that's not a thing anymore. And then they're just gonna do the whole. And I bet they start dressing weird like Edge and Christian used to with those big
Well, did you
hats
see
and stuff.
the outfits they wear for WrestleMania?
Yeah, that
She
was
looked
weird,
like
but
fucking
Melissa
Maleficent.
and then some Fallen Angel.
But Edge and Christian, they just goofy. Like they'd have the big
Big old glasses like
sometimes
this.
they'd come out dressed like Elvis. Like they were all over the place.
When did they get in the Hall of Fame?
Edge is in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, but Christian
is
Edge
not.
and Christian should have been in this year if they're going to do a bunch of tag teams.
Yeah, that is weird. He'll get. That's how Christian will get in. He won't get his own nomination. He'll get,
Yeah.
and he'll get tackled. And
Alexa Bliss has her own jewelry.
so we're getting deep in the weeds here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So
we're getting deep in the weeds.
I'm gonna,
go ahead and take your credit card.
I'm gonna hit the
please.
stop button before.
We knew this would happen. You told me to finish that drink, and now I'm shopping.
Yep, I predicted this.
Yeah.
At least she's not on the
Treat
last website.
yourself.
Treat yourself,
Treat yourself.
and I hope everyone listening will treat themselves.
Oh, follow Kathy and
Treat-
Andy.
Yes,
Subscribe on YouTube
Kathy Plays Classics. Just Google it. It's the only thing that comes up.
/Drive.
Treat
Kathy with
yourself
a C.
nice.
Kathy with a C.
Follow me on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter at Let's Play Bunny. LAT.
Do you have a
PLAY. BUNNY.
Do you have a certain day that you like to stream? You like to tell people?
I'm actually going to cut back a lot. So it's going to be whenever I feel like it.
This should be for you. It should be fun. That's
Yeah.
the only reason we do Kathy Plays Classics because it's fun.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it when I feel like it, and when I have time, I'm going to focus more on school.
Yes. Where can we find you, Josh?
Nowhere. Don't come looking for me. I don't want to be found.
I don't know what it
Josh
is.
is like, you can find me at the house on the couch.
When he pops in my streams, they love it. They're like, husband sighting. We love you, husband. I'm like, what the? I'm right here. God damn it.
I'm going to continue to stay elusive and just be a voice in the crowd.
Sweet voice. It's like my Wilson.
No.
You'll need a fence.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's episode 2
All right.
in the books.
Woo.
When we get another one up, Who
you
the
say
fuck
nip slip?
knows?
Whenever we feel
Next
like
month.
it, bitches.
Okay, I was like, nip slip, what the fuck?
Yes. Episode 3, nip slip.
Coming right at you.
Yep. You'll never see it coming.
Yeah.
You never see it coming.
And cut.
Yep, that's it. Peace out, bitches.